Hello everyone, and welcome back to the City NT EU League. Tonight we'll be doing rounds 9 and 10. This is Lobby 2. There's also matches going on over in Lobby 1. I'll just drop the link to Lobby 1 in the chat in a moment, in case you want to watch the matches going on over there. I am Spickle. You probably remember me. I hope you do anyway. It's been long enough. I'm joined here today with Bumblebee Cody. Say hello.
Hey everyone.
Cody. He's normally over in Lobby 1, but he's here with me today because he's such a lucky person.
Yep, definitely.
He appreciates that, I'm sure. Our teams are already here. They're ready to go. I'll very quickly go over to match list so we can tell you who's taking part tonight. Round 9, first match, Dark Scrubs and Royal Knights. They're already ready and raring to go. Then we'll have team. Oh, here we go. Kakulimoni. I've been told to be silent, but if I say without the T, I sound like an idiot. But I'm sure we'll be corrected.
It was a good attempt.
I'll try. Do my best against Z Fighters. Okay, so there's not much point keeping everyone waiting right now. Tell the teams it's good to go.
Okay, man, this is going to be quite exciting already. I mean, there's a lot to go over, to be honest. Basically, what we've got now is we've got these two amazing teams coming up. They've managed to fight their way through the bracket, and they've done so well so far. I've seen some really interesting tech as well, especially from Dark Scrubs last week. Especially, I think one of my players I really was quite a fan of was Release the ID, playing Sephiroth, and then they did get switched to Lightning as well afterwards. But yeah, I'm really excited to see what we're going to be seeing from these two as well. They're two again. Funnily enough, they were in the previous, the second lobby that I was commentating on last time with Ray O'Connor. So I've actually been following these guys for the last two rounds now.
Are you fans of them? Have you become fans of them now?
Well, I mean, it's the kind of thing where when you unintentionally keep encountering them, you kind of end up being a fan of them.
Yeah, we should also say they're fighting Royal Knights, who are currently second place in the league, so they've got a tough fight ahead of them.
Mm-hmm.
If we was to look at
the standings here that we've got from the previous rounds.
The brackets on the previous rounds, we'll see how many points these teams have.
Yeah, so you can see here that Dark Scrubs, they managed to get 5 KOs. Okay, it was really nice last one. Also, they also do go by Lord of Noobs as well, so there may be a bit interchange between who we refer to them as, but generally they're known as Dark Scrubs. Great name.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a trick to try and make you think they're scrubs.
Yeah, well, I mean, like I said, last time I was watching them, they were like Dark Scrubs, and yet they did incredibly well. So we'll see if they're able to pull it out of the bag this time. And like I said, again, Release the ID this time, not going for Sephiroth, but instead opting in for Lightning as well, which I'm a fan of. I love Lightning.
Yeah, it's interesting to point out we have a new player who I don't think has taken part in a league match yet over on the Royal Knights, Tommy, 27, who is, as we can see, he uses Kefka. You can also see Azazel
as well.
Yeah, Azazel using a Vanguard, Roy of Light this time. I can't remember if we've seen him use Roy of Light during league matches yet.
No, he usually does stick to his tried and tested Squall, and he does so well with it as well.
Yeah, Master Assassin, I've come to call him.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're still
that rough divide.
yeah. Okay, the core is up. I can see Release of it is going straight for it.
Yeah, I would like to see Azazel. I could just realise he is actually running the Shining Wave as well, so you're going to have to be a bit fearful of that coming at you because it's such an amazing HP attack.
It will come out of nowhere and it will knock you down. They've moved from the initial poking phase of the match, although the two teams are still quite separated at this point, chucking things at each other.
Yeah, playing the kind of projectile game already as well. You can see that Tommy, the Kefka, he's actually managed to build up 3,000 bravery. So really, he is close to getting a really nice, decent amount of damage off the blue team at the moment. So you need to be a little bit careful of that.
Yeah, he didn't waste any time getting quite a bit of brave off the enemy team. The Royal Knights also decimated that core. They're now about even.
I do like what they're opting for though. They do recognise he's a problem. You can see they are looking at him at certain points.
Yeah, you've got to if you leave the marksman alone, you're just asking for trouble really. Okay.
Very nice projectile game.
Yeah, teams are separated once again. They seem to have a few skirmishes every now and again, and then they back off. All nice hit there, Zazel. I think that's the first
Yes.
FPS landed.
Yeah, Mizazel as
Mizazel.
well, the marksman, where he's running with 3,600 bravery. That is a potential KO against all against the red team there.
As soon as you say it, almost as if you saw it coming.
Ooh, synergy summon as well. Nice of them to
gosh,
recognise
we got
that.
the summon off.
Let Mizazel get the KO, then go for the summon, and then help him out. So yeah, this is going to be really good for the blue team at the moment.
See if they can make use of this. I can see just from the screen here, Tommy has enough brave to kill.
Oh, he does
Mizazel.
actually land.
He does, I don't know whether was he going for lightning or emperor. Either way, he got a hit.
Oh, very nice.
Was that
Yeah,
was that a dunk from Garland?
Yep, it was, dude. That dude was bringing the earthquake straight from the top. He was like, "That's cool, man. I see you guys got Shiva, but that's cool. Slam dunk, you're dead." So he's
Denied.
now. Yeah, denied basically. You know, straight from the top
There
ropes.
he
And
goes
again,
yeah,
he does it again.
he does it
This
again.
dude he
Shiva's
just does
not
not care
bothering
Shiva as well.
Nah,
Yeah.
She was not bothering him. He's doing his thing.
He's like, that's cool, man. Winter was a couple of months ago. I'm still, we're rocking summertime now. Let's get this going. Slam dunk, earthquakes, let's go.
Garland will knock you all down. Oh, they nearly got the summon off. Are they going to manage
Really
it?
close. Oh, Azazel was committing to it. Nice for his, well,
He
that's
did,
to give his team that.
Yeah, it was worth him sticking to that. This summon.
Yeah.
Am I right in thinking Dark Skull's only got one stock left?
Already, yeah, thanks to Accurus with the earthquake.
So this is
and now,
the opportunity. Mizazel's still nearly dead. Well,
Mhm.
not half health.
yeah, I think I think here, if anything, they should probably be a little bit careful with Mizazel because, as you just said, he is the potential point at which an easy KO can occur. So he is, from what I've seen so far, he is playing quite smartly at the moment. Although you do need to be careful with Shiva running around at the moment.
Yeah, it's got they've got HP regen on him now as well. So slowly but surely his health will start coming back up.
Accurus as well is running at 2,700 bravery. There's a potential kill, and he's looking at someone. He goes for a slam dunk, and it hits. Third.
Oh,
He gets
nice.
all 3 KOs. Oh, he's feeling himself. That was he
First
got all
match.
3 KOs.
That's the first match, first all-team sweep.
And what does that and he is then considered the ultimate weapon as well.
Yeah, he's already earned one ultimate weapon sticker.
Oh, it's the first game of it. First game out, and he's all like, "That's cool, man. I got this. Like, I'll just kill all of them." And twice during Shiva.
Yeah, was not holding back.
Oh man, that was great.
Remember to spectate. I always forget I need to re-click there.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's not like other kind of fighting games where you just leave yourself in spectator mode and you just stay on it. But you kind of have to make sure you keep up with that thing. But
yeah,
oh man, that was crazy. The funny thing is as well was that what I think is quite interesting there is that I recognise that Accurus was playing Garland. I remember him as primarily as a Y'shtola player as well. He plays marksman,
indeed.
and now he's opting in for a slow-moving heavy character. And then going, that's cool. I want to be part of the foreground this time rather than chucking projectiles back like he did with Y'shtola in the previous games.
Yeah.
And it's paying off. I mean, he was again a standout Y'shtola player for myself, just for me to watch. But now he's a standout Garland player. You don't really see Garland as well, so I give him respect for that.
Yeah, the only other player I know who uses Garland is Ninzard.
Ninzard, yeah, and again that was one of the teams I was commentating on last week because he was in my lobby. So I saw Ninzard switching between Garland and back and forth, and he was using both of them. He was using Tsunami and Earthquake, so he was kind of optimizing. But I think Accurus is feeling pretty good about Earthquake now.
Yeah, the right choice.
Yeah, he is feeling himself.
So Royal Knights have got Hyperdrive and Shining Wave. They got the Wave HPs and a good old-fashioned dunk.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
Already some HP damage to Mizazel.
Oh, that was big. Damn, yeah, that was.
Around.
No, they need to make a statement now. They need to make a comeback because basically Azazel and Tommy are thinking that's cool. Accurus, you can stay out in front, you can do the work for us, and we'll just sit back and help you out whenever you need it. I mean, we're on a stage quite similar to interdimensional rift, lunar subterranean. So
yeah, another big wide open stage, lots of space for their waves to move. So all of the blue team have taken HP damage so far. Tommy's got enough brave to kill anyone. Oh,
and he does go for Azazel. He was on very low HP, so he kind of was the obvious choice to go for there.
In that instance, let's have a look and see what Tommy's doing over here.
Quite a lot of bravery points. He is looking to get a kill on a release, and he can kill all of the blue team actually. So he just needs to find that way in, really.
Yeah, you got to Got to pick your lines. He's still got enough to kill his target mind.
Yeah, he wants Nail Spike.
Also noticed the red team can already summon or can already nearly summon.
Oh, they evened out the stocks as well.
Spike.
And I wonder who did that. It was good old Accurus with the Earthquake. Good stuff.
Old dunk.
Yeah.
Fashion dunk. Quick summon. Not only was it instant, but the match has barely just begun.
Yeah. So it is quite a nice tactic to go for that hero as well. I mean, it's one of the kind of things where while you're ahead, you may as well go for it again. But it looks like they really want to just finish this off as quickly as possible.
No, Royal Knights are not messing around right now.
Yeah.
It's to get a job done. You probably noticed Mazazo got taken out by Kefka, Tommy.
Yep. That was quite a bit of a loss for them there, but they'll see if they're able to bring it back. I mean, again, Kefka is also running the Hyperdrive as well, which is essentially similar to Shining Wave itself.
Yeah. He can charge it as well, of course, to kind of mess you about with the timings. I know an Enfeeble. Mazazo's been hit with Enfeeble. And he's taking HP damage.
He's going to have to kind of respect the wake-up game here because he's not going to be able to run. Although Tommy is now looking to get a potential KO here. He's looking at someone. He's got someone in his sights.
He's got his target set on someone.
Yeah. Oh, triple Dispel God. That was nice there. Got all three of the team, the blue team. That was nice.
That was nicely done. Oh, Lightning's been held. Here comes the Heartless Angel.
Oh, and
Nick catches Lightning.
Catches, he's stuck. Not going to be able to run around anywhere. Although, nice to see Release actually respecting it and just retreating. You know, there's no point risking it, especially when you have one stock left. That was a really smart idea. Ooh, just looking at it now, Nail Spike is on low health as well, so he is a potential KO point for Daft Noobs. Needs to be a little bit careful.
Holy Chain's been used to grab Mizazo's attention.
Oh, he needs to try.
There we go. I was watching.
What was that?
Shining Wave from Azazel on Mizazo.
Shining Wave. Damn.
Nicely done and nicely timed. That's another win for the Royal Knights. Oh, should point out at this stage, every match is important because every match can earn the team a point in the league.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, that's gonna. Everything has got like a lot. It's not just essentially a win to the match overall. It's the bracket even. It's actually now a point in the league itself, even a win. So, man, that was good. It
was good.
Yeah. Like, I mean, just to recap a couple of things. I think what it was there is I think they realised again because they're playing on such a similar stage. What they needed to do is they needed to kind of regroup their efforts and say, look, they beat us on Lunar Subterrane. Let's maybe change that around on a big stage like Nash. It's more of like a kind of tubular stage, but it's still quite wide open. And we don't want to have what happened to us last time where Accurus just went and earthquaked all three of us. Let's maybe change it around. And to be honest, they got the stock. They managed to threaten them a couple of times as well. And I think they just need to kind of push that a little bit further. And we're kind of seeing that already. I think it really is just down to our stage and making sure they don't let Garland run amok, and also Kefka let him build up his bravery. Really nice play though, I really liked that. Nice adaptation to the stage. It's the little small things that counts. We'll see if there's any change up here though, to be honest. Again, they won't really know what stage is until later on, but it depends on whether or not they decide to opt in for a different bravery, maybe one that kind of gives them the projectile game that they need. Maybe there might be a character switch up. Again, like everyone playing at the moment, I've seen them play so many different characters. Like I said, Azazel, we know the Squall. I know Release the Ideas, the Sephiroth. So they've got pocket characters that they can go for.
I was wondering if we're going to see maybe change of character here, or whether they're going to trust in their current team composition and stick with that. It's interesting to see how teams react. The only team who seems to really change the members taking part is Z Fighters, who seem to use everyone every week. Yeah, I noticed that a lot. Z Fighters, because they've got such a large team as well. I mean, their team is just like massive, so they can kind of opt in for the substitutes when they need to. Okay.
Same at the moment. I can see as well they have actually switched cards, so it's going to be a bit of a problem there. Let's put that in. And Pandemonium. Okay, so a stage that's quite boxed in. Couple of good areas for the marksmen to kind of get some easy projectiles off, but it really is utilising this stage as much as you can. I think this really might be the defining part, whether or not Royal Knights manages to secure a win.
Yeah, if they win this match, then they'll get the 3 points. Oh.
Yeah. and I know they're going to be playing their part off now at the moment. Azazel already got knocked down early on. I'm not too sure what his kind of approach was there. He kind of ran into Nelspike, who kind of got him against the wall and went for a really easy HP, but I'm not really too sure what kind of his thought process on that was, but he is quite low on health. He needs to be a little bit careful. Nice to punish now, though. Oh, Mazazel was looking, could potentially get a KO.
Did Lightning just get hit by a Shining Wave then, did I see?
That was close, yeah. It was
put a lot of damage down.
So much going all over the place. It's actually insane. And it looks like Release Idea is trying to go for a KO here as well.
There you go. Oh. Yeah. I watched Garland coming over to help, although Mazazel did get taken out by, I think, Mazazel afterwards.
Yeah,
still,
double KO.
The teams are still even with 2 stock left apiece.
Yeah,
although now Spike's nearly dead.
I think this is what I was just literally just talking about as well. It looks like they've both just said, okay, look, we've got a stage that kind of works in our favour. We can maybe bring it back, even out the playing field a bit. And at least I can see now they've both adapted, because you can see on the minimap they're grouping up on certain characters with each other. So you've got you've got 3 and who's 3 and 2. You've got Mazazel and Release ID looking at Tommy, both of them looking at him to keep him occupied, while the other team focus on each other. So you can tell they've changed who each one should be targeting and what their approach is.
It does make me wonder what players say to each other in between each matches. How much do they dissect what happened?
I can only tell you what happened in the first match. They went, Accurus, that was godlike.
Yeah.
It was like, yo, this is a free retreat game.
Try Shining Wave, I believe.
Yeah, Razor Gale coming out there from a Release Idea. He's looking to get a quick KO on Accurus as well. He is his target at the moment, but he has now been targeted by 2 people. He's got a little bit scared. This is a good stage. Good stage for it as well. It's purple, it's kind of masked. There's also the Shiva coming out, so you can't quite see it.
Yeah, that is a factor. I mean, for example, on the Forbidden Meadow, I can't see Holy Snare.
Oh, yeah.
I cannot see Holy Snare.
That is indeed a perfect problem.
Let's move over, because I can see Mazazel was being... oh, that was very nice save.
Oh, very nice, yeah. Really good team play there to notice that.
Fantastic.
I think what it was is he was kind of just realising that he was going to be a little bit of trouble there, so he's kind of staying on standby. It looks like there's a KO coming here as well from Tommy.
Yep, Hyper Drive came flying in.
Oh, I can't. Who was I looking at the bottom? I think it was Azazel. I know he's annoyed because or even though he won anyway, but he actually got Release the Idea against the wall. I think he was going to go for a KO as well. And I think he just realised it just slipped from his grasp, and instead above him was a Kefka that helped his team out. So at least they still got the win.
Yep, I got the 3rd win, so I'll take the more points from this encounter, but it's still worth Dark Scrub giving their warning in the last 2, because every point is, as we said, important.
Exactly.
Unlike in Whose Line, where the points don't matter, they really do matter in the league.
Yeah. Also, rep points.
Definitely.
Who's got more battle scars, No, it's cool. It was good. I liked. To be honest, I liked what I saw there. When I was looking at the minimap on Pandemonium, it looked like Daft Noobs actually decided to. I could kind of see what they were going for. Basically, at the very beginning of the match, they realised that Nelspike in particular, he realised that Azazel was just coming for him. I think maybe Azazel thought Nelspike was the problem, to which Nelspike did turn it around and get a punish on him as well, which left Azazel down for a little bit. I think, like I said, both teams realised how they should approach certain targets and how many should be on that one target as well. And I saw that multiple times. Like I said, we saw a marksman, Meze, with his with the Emperor, as well as with the Vanguard backup with Accurus as well, targeting on the blue team against Nelspike. So they're both saying this is what our approach needs to be. This is where we need to build our defenses. And on these stages, which are there's not really too many areas to retreat to, except for Lunar Subterrane. It's how do we adapt to this and what do we put against them? Because on a stage like that, which is so small, not many areas to kind of retreat to if your marksmen do get cornered, then how do we kind of recover from that? And I think that Dark Scrubs, they're close, but they're not quite there yet. I think they need to figure out Royal Knights just a little bit more and pin down their game plan, because as far as I can see, Royal Knights have been executing their game plan every single time, and that's kind of why they're winning.
Yeah, they've clearly got a plan of action in mind, and they're just employing that every time, and it's working. Dark Scrubs might be able to take a stock or 2, but not quite finish the match.
Yeah, it's like they're trying to keep up with that speed, but they can't quite maintain their stamina to go at their Royal Knight's pace. So maybe we're going to see something different here, because Mazazel has decided to opt in for Ace this time rather than Emperor. So maybe he's got a game plan.
Yeah, he's he's using a more mobile marksman. This is the key
Yeah.
thing, I suppose, here.
Yeah, and I think that we may see some really nice, like just kind of more support rather than being the person to do the main attacking here. Because I really liked his Emperor. Honestly, it was really good, just really solid. Nothing too major, but he just played fundamentally solid. So now he's got more fun projectiles to play with, like the cut cards, just to try to kind of chuck them out and actually challenge Kefka as well. Because I know Kefka is quite a bit of a problem in the team.
Oh, some HP damage down to Nailspark already. Nice shining wave from Azazel.
Yeah.
I've noticed Azazel's pretty good at getting that. You know the buff he gets if you use that shield move, you block a brave attack with it.
And it's
terrible at getting that. The time
Azazol's got it down though.
Definitely. Oh,
Really
shining
nice.
wave went out.
Oh, does do a fair amount of damage to Nailspike, but not too much. I'm sure he can recover from that and kind of regroup himself.
The important thing about that, I suppose, is the hard knockdown. He's down for a couple of seconds. That's the important thing from that, I suppose.
And it's also just the fact that Nailspike is running with nearly 3,500 bravery. Oh, massive on Azazel.
Yeah, which he just deposited all over our friend Azazel there.
Yeah, he was like, "No, I'm sick of this. I'm taking that back." Oh,
Was this a good old dunk? Yes, I think it was.
Yep, Release the ID just got slam dunked.
Garland, he will knock you all down. Garland, coincidentally, is now on the core. This just seems to be Raw Knights do make sure they go for that core when we've got a summon.
Ooh, synergy summon, very nice there. Again, well, might as well use it while you're ahead as well, but it's whether or not you can. It is interesting. I mean, if we look at both 1 and 3, Nailspike and Azazel, they are both close to being carried. So fair enough, you took out Azazel, but now you've got to fight, with characters that are on very low health, and Actress is the kind of person who will go for you.
And there's a summon against you.
And that too as well, yeah. And there is the first KO. Nailspike's down.
That was nice.
Release the ID is looking at 3,400 bravery. There was a chance he carry it, especially still running Razor Gale on Azazel. Man, not Azazel's game. He's taking HPs like a champ player. I can tell you that since as soon as he started. Oh, that is KO. Ooh, very nice.
Oh, here comes Heartless Angel.
And he gets it.
3 members.
That was amazing. He got the combo off Shiva. He saw the whole team get comboed off Shiva. He threw out the Heartless Angel, which left them in a combo state, and it actually activated on all the opposing teams. So that's big.
That's big. Great move from Tommy there. He's now got enough brave to kill his target.
Azazel's just chucking out Shining Wave. He wants this. He's trying to go for it. Azazel's just about. He can. Azazel.
Yeah.
He can do it. Yes. Oh, he does it. Double KO.
I was watching Tommy. Oh, double KO. Sweet. They only needed to take 1 stock, but he thought, let's make sure this job's done right.
Let's put them in minus stock. Oh. That was nuts. I really thought Azazel had it then. He had 3,200 bravery to the ends, and you could see Azazel was above him just chucking out Shining Wave. But I can tell Azazel was like, I just need this. I'm so close. Last stock, I can get a KO, but he got hit, went down to 2,000, and I'm sure he's a little bit upset about that. He was close. He almost had it.
I may be wrong. Is that the first time that Dark Scrub's got Raw Knights to 1 stock?
It is actually, yes.
The match was that because Azazel changed to Ace? Was that the key? Was it worth it?
I mean, they've played against this team on that stage. They had the same summons, and I think that Azazel was just having a lot more fun with Ace as well. Again, that's just from the way he was playing. He was running in. He had a more mobile character, but
from what I know about Azazel, I think he mains Tidus, if I'm correct. So I'm actually surprised to see him use Marksman. He's obviously been practicing with some other characters, and that's something I've noticed over the past couple of weeks. Lots of players using different types of characters now. People really seem to be developing other characters.
Whereas myself, who's just still playing Lightning, I love that character too much. He's too fun, but yeah, it's the thing is as well. It's also good to be a team player if you're playing on a team. I mean, when we refer to these people as Royal Knights and Dark Scrubs, this isn't just a team of random people. This is actually a team that have been together for weeks and weeks. And there are points where, as much as, and not for someone like myself because I love Lightning too much, but as much as I can say for someone like Azazel, who we know is the assassin of Squall, maybe it's best if you instead opted in to be the Vanguard on our team, while Release the ID instead goes for, instead opts in as the assassin, in this case the Lightning. So there are, you kind of have to take that, personal pride to the side and go, look, okay, I won't play my assassin or even my main. I'll be the Vanguard for us if it comes down to it. So that's kind of why it's good to vary up your characters.
Yeah. Royal Knights coincidentally are using 2 Vanguards to great effect. They don't have an assassin. On one hand, you can probably say they're showing it's not quite needed. They've obviously got a plan in mind here.
Oh, what is this? Look at this.
This is what we
Uh,
call. Wow, maybe I shouldn't say. I was going to use the phrase meme team.
yeah, this is the meme team though. Let's be honest. The meme team, van team. Everyone get in the van. Let's go.
Done, must be done deliberately to just annoy.
What is that? What is that starting pose as well? He goes, now how do we get the ghosts? All right, cool. That's some great battle plan there. Get into the head that way.
They're going
Don't take the ghost.
straight for Tommy, I noticed, but they don't seem to be able to get him. He defended himself well enough.
Oh, they're going ham
to
though.
help.
Oh,
White Wall came out
amazing.
just a second in
Yeah.
time.
Couple more
basically.
frames and he would have been slams. That was crazy. Really good team play, actually. Funny enough, was that White Wall?
Yeah. Oh, Hyperdrive just blew someone halfway across. Oh, the same thing happened again. Earthquake just wasn't quite fast enough to get out before White World.
Oh, Valencia ID is going for it. They all want to get
everywhere.
Accurus. They want him. They want him. They want Bloods. Accurus is kind of sweating at the moment. He's got 3 and 1 on him, so he's thinking, "Oh, I've got low mobility. They're coming for me."
I mean, he's constant. I mean, we know that Vaughn is the HP character, but
Yeah.
nothing. I don't think the brave button's been pressed once.
Oh, there's a KO here.
Nice
Ball
save.
splat.
Nice
KO.
save.
Slam
There
dunk.
we go. There we go. Nicely done.
Good teamwork.
Nicely dunked. I've also seen. I mean,
Oh.
look at Dark Scrubs. They're all nearly dead.
Yeah, they're all basically dead.
There's been a lot.
Oh.
Of, the
But
suction effect.
If they do it, they can potentially get a KO here. I mean, you look at Accurus, look at Azazel. There is 2 stocks there. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, and there we go.
Ah!
And there we go. Azazel swiftly
Oh.
dispatching the last 2 members of
Yeah.
Dark Scrubs as they seemed, dare I say, to have given up and just went YOLO.
They were more preoccupied with taking their goats than their stocks.
And that caused them, unfortunately, to fall. So Raw Knights get all 5 points from this encounter.
Shout out to Mazazel though, those 30 points. Square Enix clearly looking out for him there. 30 points. I've seen someone get 7 before. I don't know how, but this game is just nuts at times. How do you get 7 points? I don't even know.
Okay, so we're now moving over to the next set of matches. Next we've got Team... Oh, here we go. Kakulim on it.
Oh, you did it! Woo!
And-
I'm staying back from that one.
Boom. And Z Fighters.
Z Fighters, yep. Let's have a look here. Yeah, Keck Eliminate and Z Fighters. No, I like watching both these teams. Again, these are 2 teams, especially I'm going to first name as Keku, especially Keku, who have they've been in the same lobby as myself and Rayo for the last couple of weeks as well. So I kind of know them quite a bit actually. I kind of know their play. As you've said before as well, we do know Z Fighters in terms of their gameplay. And they've also got a very, very large team as well. Many substitutes that they can just drop in and drop out whenever they want. They play so many ranged characters. They've got so many good backups. So it's more or less what are they going to adapt to this time? Because I mean, it's just to refer back to the statistics of the previous set. Met was probably one of the best players. He was considered the almighty Chocobo. For those who don't know, we give names to certain players from each team. So the almighty Chocobo in this case would be the person that we consider to be the MVP, which actually went to Met, and you can see him kind of readying up there, number 13 in the lobby. And then next up, we also have Ultimate Weapon as well, which is the name given and title given to someone who managed to kill the entire team in 1 or more rounds. So in the stream that you've seen so far, that's already been issued out to Accurus, who, funnily enough, had it last time. But in this game, we've now given it to him. He'll be receiving that title again because he managed to get the triple KO with in the very, very first game that we saw there. So yeah, looking at Z Fighters, what are the key players? Raphael. He was our Chocobo and Ultimate Weapon as well, and it looks like he. Let me just double check if you guys are the same one. Looks like he isn't going to be he is jumping in. I think that's Ruiz, and then Davizio as well. Davizio and Cloud Strife, again 2 players that I know quite a bit. So yeah, Z Fighters. They do have Askar and Lord as well. I'm sure he's been taking a couple of tips there on watching Accurus play Garlands, because I do know that Askar and Lord, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, Askar and Lord, Overlords, he does actually play Garlands as well. So yeah, it's a very, very big, varied team here. I like how both of these teams play. Met especially, okay, so I got a story for you guys about Met. This guy, okay, he plays XDEF, and he has been trying to run Omni Block for ages. And I'm like, dude, look, in these scrims, you got to stop doing this. You've seen it, haven't you? You know,
Yeah,
Matt, he plays Omni Block XDEF.
In the casual lobbies.
Yeah, this guy, he is the funniest guy in the whole of the EU. Because I swear, honestly, I've seen this every round. I swear, every game, every match, if I see that XDEF Omni Block, okay, he's getting bodied. We're going to go into a private lobby. We're doing a 1v1. I'm going to say, stop it, man. And the thing is, he gets you with Omni Block as well. I love watching this guy play. It's funny. He's genuinely, he's good. He's a good player. Really funny. Definitely one of the kind of the brighter characters we've got running around in the EU. And then just to talk briefly as well about the other characters in the team. So we've got Enkwolf as well. If I remember correctly, he does play Lightning as well. So, you know, shouts to Lightning players. Yeah. And just about missed who the other one was. Oh, Edgemiss, who I also recognise, who plays a very, very strong Emperor as well. Quite possibly my personal favourite Emperor of the EU League as well.
Yeah, I do quite like watching his Emperor. Yeah. Yeah,
really solid Emperor play. So if you want to look to take some tips on if you want to learn how to play Emperor, myself included, because he's a character I do want to play, then yeah, definitely check out Edgemiss and his gameplay. And if he does play him today as well, he's going to be, you know, one to watch for. But there's so many players to look out for against both of these teams. So, you know, Keku running with Met, Enk, and Edgemiss, and Zifa is running with Cloud Strife, Raphael, and Divisio. Let's see what they come up with this time. I already know what Met's going with. I already know XDEF Omni Block. We've seen it. We know he's going to do it in tournament games.
He may also. I wonder if he'll say that to last, or he may bring out his. He uses Cloud of Darkness a lot, doesn't he, with the anti-air particle beam?
Oh yeah, he does. I've seen him run that quite a bit as well. But he was committed. Yeah, I love that guy, man.
He's consistent, if nothing else.
Oh, and as you said, yeah, we got met with the wide angle range. Yeah,
probably because of this stage, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it kind of works for this one. To be honest, you're more likely to get it off a small stage, but then again, on a small stage, it's more of a threat because you don't have too many areas to retreat back to.
Yeah.
Oh, jumping straight into it already. I can see we've got two Emperors out on the battlefield, which is quite nice. Like I said, Edgemiss, he's one to watch out for if you want to learn how to play a really solid Emperor. And we've got Ruiz, who's also running Emperor as well, which I'm not 100% too familiar with.
Nice bit of teamwork there. Trap from the Emperor. The Cloud of Darkness, and Seth Roberts then able to do some follow-up brave damage.
Yeah, oh, amazing dodge from Met as well. Cloud Strife was actually going for him and he manages to dodge.
Hey.
A little bit of slowdown there.
Yes, this is not.
A little bit of a shame there. I mean, I can see that it seems to have evened out now, though. But basically, there was a little bit of a problem there. I feel bad for Dazio because he did actually realise he got Enk down, but unfortunately did actually drop it because of the lag spikes. But already, Cloud Strife looking at nearly 4,000 bravery. This is going to be huge. Is he going to be able to? He's chasing
due to the galvanised from Ramza. That applies bravery regen, if I'm correct.
Oh, nice catch! It does. Yeah, I didn't actually notice that went off.
I mean, it's gone now, but.
Oh, we need just a little bit of help. Oh, blue team's lost a stock already. We need a little bit of help here, though. Cloud Strife, he wants to take down Met. We need just a little bit of help, just to help out his teammate out. Oh, Heartless Angel.
You're more likely to hit that from a wall rush than anything else.
6,000 bravery. Cloud, just cash it in, man. He wants this. This is crazy. He can potentially get 2 KOs really easily.
If he gets a wall rush and he gets that dash cancel off, then he's probably...
Nice. Amazing.
He's been battered by... but they both got caught out by an Accursed Storm from Emperor.
Oh, so smart. They both realised that both Enk and Met realised he was going to be the problem. They went for the quick KO, got him off. There is going to be... amazing save.
That was amazing.
Amazing save
from Enk there.
Oh, Enk, that was absolutely incredible. Like, I really like that idea. Again, like, I know Cloud is annoyed. He, like I said, he has 6,000 bravery and he just lost it. So, it's close.
I'm the same. If I lose,
of
that level, I'm not very happy about it myself.
6,000 bravery is not something to scoff at. That is a scary amount of bravery to be building up. Although I give so much credit to Met and Enk and Edge for just having each other's back and realizing Sephiroth was the problem, get him off, give us a little bit of breathing room, and they got the KO. And now Ruiz is looking to go down as well. Oh, it's close. I mean, they're taking them apart. Yeah. Okay, yeah, Clouds is back at 4,000 bravery. He wants this kill.
That Second one's down. That Riser Gale really does track, doesn't it? It really does follow. That went round a corner to hit that Emperor.
Yeah. I think it's so good. I love that move. I'm still running Crush and Blow myself, but this a little bit close. 5,000 bravery. How is Cloud doing this? He's going to get a wall splat.
He's not landing any HP attacks. That's how he's covered this. And Galvan is probably helping.
He is cashing in. Oh, this is so insanely close. I mean, look at Devazio. If Cloud doesn't get this KO, there's potential for his team may lose this. Devazio is on 302 health. This is big.
Mentioned Devazio. Let's have a look. He's out of the action right now, charging up.
Good. That's really smart play. Stay out of it. But still, watch out for Cloud Stress on 8,600 bravery. Oh, this is nuts.
I saw Ramsey trying to summon, but it was the blue team that got the summon off with an instant summon.
Yeah, they managed to just about get that summon lead there. If Edgemis and his team, Keku, can actually just stay away from him a little bit, then they can actually let Ifrit do the work and cause him to lose all of his bravery. So that's smart what they're doing there. Met is hitting him away, and then he's going to hit by Ifrit. Oh, that's close. Gets dash cancel. Oh, wide area particle beam.
Ramsey, because I'm expecting the HP attack to come flying at him.
Yeah, and they have to be careful of Ifrit as well. Like that's nuts.
Yeah, when Ifrit's doing his thing.
There is.
It was.
Yeah, Clouds.
He's Cloud, but he's not. He's Sephiroth.
Yeah. Oh man, admittedly I was expecting quite a lot of. I was expecting a lot of Cloud there, mainly because he has so much bravery, and I know he was like, I just need to get the KO. Like, he had 6,000 bravery, 8,000 bravery, nearly 9,000 bravery, then 5,000 bravery. It's like he was so close. I know he's kicking himself. He's like, I had this so many times, but the team play from so I forgot the team name. The team play from Keku, absolutely amazing. Honestly, again, huge credit to Cloud for building up that much bravery, being a massive threat. But the problem I noticed is that the way Z fighters were running is it seemed like Cloud was kind of on his own. He managed to build up so much bravery, but he never had the combo potential to help his teammates out. And then, regardless of whether you've got 8,000 bravery, if you don't have teammates to help you out, it's going to be really hard for you to get in, especially when you've got wide area particle beam and stuff like that going off right in front of you. Whereas when Cloud then said, "Cool, I'm going to go for the KO," like when we saw at the very beginning, he got the wall spat on Enk. Met and Edgemis, Met and Edgemis came up behind him and then KO'd him in response. They always had each other's back. I never saw Keku go too far out. They were always next to each other, always giving each other the support. And like I said, they respected Cloud Strife. And again, when you're running around with that much bravery, you have to respect him. Be careful of a Vanguard with that amount of range, that speed, and the fact that we're in lag and he was still doing dash cancels. Really, really strong stuff as well. And I'm sure on your side as well, you saw Devazio. He was playing a really smart game there where he had quite low health, but also decided to just stay back a little bit, recognise that don't be that guy that causes you to lose an easy stock when really, not everyone has to be the hero. You can stay back, you can give the support, and if you're going to get KO'd, just stay with your team or stay out of the battle.
I will have to say that you mentioned how he did those dash cancels even in lag. If this match is as laggy as that one, and we might have to avoid it because that wasn't quite really acceptable. I don't feel it changed the result in that.
Yeah, the beginning of the match especially was quite bad, but you're all right. Yeah. Good stuff though. For those who don't know as well, in order to cancel with Sephiroth, once you do any of his bravery attacks, you have 3 frames to input the dash. So it's quite tight timing actually. It's the kind of thing that you can learn eventually. When this game runs at 60 frames a second, you've got 3 frames after the end of the attack and a certain animation point to then cancel out. So to do that in lag, it's really, really impressive. Yeah. So credit there.
The Sephiroth mains that I know say there is if you press it during a certain one of his animations, then you're probably going to get it.
Yeah, it's like
visual
like a
cue. Is there?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like when, because I actually ended up practicing it myself. And basically, when Sephiroth hits you, there's like a little small bit of like it's like a hit spark, like in Street Fighter and Tekken and stuff like that. There's like hit sparks that come out, and when Sephiroth hits you at the very end of his attack, it does like a little white flash. That's when you cancel.
Ah, the white flash is the cue. Oh, we just saw there Metroid got a wall rush and went in for the HP attack, which he landed, but then he did get hit by an Accursed Storm afterwards.
Yeah, it looks like Eddie's back against the wall there, and they capitalised on
Indeed.
that.
Both teams have taken damage, although arguably the blue team has taken the most. Perhaps oh, I saw that, a wall rush.
Oh, well, I didn't quite catch that.
Garland, and then another Accursed Storm. The Emperor is staying back right now. I'm spectating. He's staying back and he's waiting for his allies to hold his enemies in place and then firing out attacks. Which is quite nicely done.
Yeah, again, it's the thing we were just talking about before. You know, just be a little bit patient. Don't run in too much if you don't think you can do too much. You know.
That is definitely something to take from this game. Patience really is quite important.
Yeah, and I think that's one thing as well. I didn't quite notice it. I've only just realised it now, but Devazio decided to opt in to go for Tidus this time as well. So maybe
Of course, yes.
I think this is what they kind of needed, to be honest, was maybe just a little someone to switch over their roles, and now they've got someone to easily get them in.
Oh, the Zero Form Particle Beam. Blue Asken Overlord away. That's a stock lost for the Z Fighters.
Stock lost, but they're looking pretty healthy, you know. Devazio, he's the only one on the team with quite low health, but you know, he's still halfway. That's not too bad. You know, he's still running around with 2 characters with 1 less stock but 2 health. Not bad. Edge, unfortunately, just took a massive HP there, and he's now down to 392 health, so he needs to be a little bit careful.
He's got HP regen on, fortunately. If he can stay out of trouble long enough to get HP back.
Yeah. Yeah, he's playing it smartly, you know, just saying, look, you're the marksman, you should be back anyway, but if you look at if you look at his icon, you can see how you've got 6, 5, and 4 on him.
Yeah.
All 3 of them are targeting him, they want him.
The threat has been
That's a scary
identified. Both teams are attempting to
summon race.
There we go.
And they get it. Oh,
I
it's a summon
wondered
race.
whether Metroid was going to get that in time.
Yeah. Out comes Ifrit. This is the big boy. Quite a good stage, I think, as well, actually, because Ifrit runs through. I don't know if you know, but Ifrit actually runs through these stages, the actual barricades and the barracks and stuff like that. So he can, you can easily get your wall back caught on the wall. So you don't have. It can be really frustrating to go against that. Met is looking
blue
close.
Is looking unhealthy once again. Oh, that was a spiral cut. He dodged it.
Very nice dodge.
He was staying by Ifrit. Was that deliberate attempt to keep himself protected? Maybe. If so, it was a smart move. Oh, Overlord's now being held by Starfall.
Oh, nice little Dragon Ball Zemo in there, chucking up projectiles at each other at the same time to catch each other out. It's quite cool.
Beam Flash. Oh, Met has used his EX skill. This does give him access to his to Zero Form Particle Beam, which he blew once again on right over Asmon's face. He helped his ally there, but that left him open to a Accursed Storm.
Honourable effort for him as well. I just realised as well that Askaran has now jumped in, and this is the guy that I was saying again, who plays the Garland. So there's been a two team switch up there actually, in terms of character as well as person playing. So Spiral Cut.
Enkulf used a crushing blow on the Emperor, but the Cloud of Darkness actually knocked Emperor out of range of the attack. That would have been a KO.
This is close for Edge as well. 24 seconds on the clock. If he can just run away and get the support he needs, he could potentially.
There we go.
He's close.
Lightning hunted down.
He needs to run. He's got 60 health left. He's got 15 seconds to run. Oh, this is close. If the red team can get a summon off, they can actually delay the timer by an extra 30 seconds, which
give
could
them
be
a
huge.
chance to take out the Emperor. He's keeping himself. Oh no! Accursed Storm from his.
It's close. 4 seconds left. He's coming for it. Ruiz, he's got him in his sight. He missed a spiral cut. Teleport.
Time's up. It's going to be decided on points.
Oh, it looks like.
I can't do maths that quick. I'll let the game.
It's red team. Looks like the red team's got it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's nuts.
That is crazy.
Oh wow.
Going to time out.
Yeah. That is absolutely insane. That was so close. Oh my days, that was insanely hype at the end again. really smart to Edge as well. You're like running around with one stock on your team, 60 HP. Just again, this is what we were saying before. Stay back. Don't go too much. Don't be that guy. And Edge knows. Okay, cool. I need to stay back on this one because this is potentially a game loss for us. So that was amazing. Really, really good stuff there. I loved it. Interestingly enough, as well, like I said, one of the key points I did point out there again, I'm not the one playing, obviously, but it's that kind of mental aspect. Is if we think we can get a KO, go for the summon and go for the timer. For those who don't know, when you do actually opt in for it, when you do decide to go for a summon, so say Shiva's out on the field, the timer actually stops, and you can actually use this to your advantage. I think it is about 30 or so seconds to which the time stops, and that's the point at which you can potentially get a KO as well. So I think an interesting play, not necessarily the right play, would have been to have the red team realise they've got the summon bar, go for a summon, send their summon out to potentially halt any progress against the blue team, and then also potentially get a KO as well. So it could have gone any way, but I think maybe if they really wanted to push that a little bit more, a summon would have just kind of sealed the deal for them. Just to quickly go over another thing as well, we do have a new one of the substitutes jumping in for Z Fighters. So now we've got Devazio, who has played an Emperor and Tidus. I'm not too sure who's going to play next. We then have Cloud Strife, who we saw play who was playing as the Sephiroth. And then we have Ice X Snow, who's now going to be jumping in instead of Ascaron Lord, who we just saw then was playing the Garlands. Really good though. I really liked really close game. Honestly, I think they're kind of. Honestly, I'm not really 100% too sure against Ice Snow. He wasn't in the Z Fighters game that was commentating on last round. But if they find that maybe Ascaron wasn't quite what they were looking for with Garland, maybe they're going to see something new from Ice Snow as well. But to be honest, Ascaron played really solidly, honestly. I liked that he was using Drill towards the end to try and get a wall splat. Unfortunately, didn't quite get the to capitalise off that. But we'll see what Ice Snow brings to this. We'll see what Ice Snow brings to this round, and whether or not they can kind of push that a little bit more, because they did pretty well, honestly. And in terms of, I think one of the big things as well, even though it was a loss for the blue team, they still did exceptionally well. I mean, the point difference was about 200 at most, which is like a couple of hits, honestly. So it really could have swung either way. And I would say it was pretty much a draw game, honestly, at that point. They were close. It could have swung either way, but I think red team just had that little bit more on them. And we'll see what Z Fighters kind of show off with Ice Snow as well.
Okay, a little update there. I don't know. Thank you, Cody, for keeping the viewers entertained with some facts there. I did say that if the match was as laggy as the previous one, or if it was still laggy, that I would void it. And that match was still quite bad. It wasn't as bad, but it was bad, so I am going to void that match. There were some noticeable spikes. I mean...
Okay. Even still, again, if we take into account the lag spikes, a really close game either way. So they both managed to fight through the lag and really showcase how even these teams are. So it was good. I enjoyed it, even still, regardless of how bad the lag was.
Yeah, it was still a good match to watch. Don't know how good it was to play in.
Yeah, two different things.
To be fair, and one thing that we do have to be firm on in the league is lag, because that is one of the reasons why we've made it an EU league, so players don't have to play in it. I mean, the game has its moments, as we all know, through gritted teeth. But yeah, so the match that we're playing now is to be the second match between these two teams.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunate, but we have to stick with the agreed standards.
Yeah. Lag as well is mutual, so it does affect both teams. It's not just like a one-sided thing. Yes. So it's
both teams are being affected by it, and it's not fair to either team.
Yeah. That said, we are seeing, like I said, don't know if you caught that there, but we are seeing one of their substitutes jump in. We've got Ice X Snow jumping in, so he's going to be taking over for Ascaron Overlord's Garland slot. So again, I'm not really too familiar with this player. I'm interested to see what kind of tech he brings to the battlefield. But like I said, I think they did really well last. Again, aside from the lag, they both teams played exceptionally well. So I wonder what it is that they think Ice Snow is going to bring to the field that can just give them a little bit of a push even further. It looks like they're going to be taking a. What's her name again? Shantoto. It's right there.
Oh yes, Ice Snow does main Shantoto. Well, I assume they main Shantoto. I always see them near Shantoto. I'm assuming they main Shantoto.
Yeah, going for the Salvation Scythe as well, which if you may have seen during the live stream, it's similar to Warrior Light, Shining Wave. Those types of moves. Really amazing move as well, actually. Cloud as well, now opting in for a Squall rather than Sephiroth. So we'll see what he's able to do with this on a quite new stage, quite open as well. Let's check out. Oh, and Devazio as well is also going for the Cecil. Yeah.
Who I consider... Well, I once considered my main. Well, now Kuja. I didn't quite see what HP attack he was using. Oh, Cloud Strife just took a massive amount of damage there.
Yeah, he got wombo comboed, unfortunately.
Nicely done by the enemy team there. Oh, attempt at Rough Divide, but it didn't work. And a Razor Gale just came up behind him and just poked him in the back.
Yeah, get that spinning blade.
Well, no, Razor Gale is heading over to Shantoto. Oh, she was held in a trap, and then Met was able to follow up with some Brave damage.
I give Met credit for that. He realised that his teammate was being hit there, so decided to opt in just for He's going for anti-air particle beam now rather than wide air particle beam.
I've seen him use anti-air quite a lot to great effect.
Mm.
Oh, there we go. Salvation Scythe. I think he was he juggled by the Cecil's dash attack, and then the Salvation Scythe hit him.
Yeah, he was kind of preoccupied with it, and then out of nowhere comes Salvation Scythe, and you can't really react to anything like that.
That was some good work.
Yeah, great teamwork. Oh, double hit! I don't know if you saw that then, but Cloud Strife actually had two characters in a HP attack combo at once. That was really impressive. He's looking to be running now with 2,400 bravery, Cloud Strife. So he is looking to get a KO here. He's getting close. He's got a potential KO here. He does get a wall splat. Oh, it doesn't go quite towards the wall. Oh, 3,800 bravery. So now he can kill any of the Z fighters if he'd like to. He just needs to kind of push a little bit further, much like how he is doing now as well. Some of the Z fighters, Keku. So he's trying to get a KO here. He can do it. Nearly 3k bravery.
He was poised to try and go for the Rough Divide, but he took some Brave damage before he could land it. Oh, some supporters arrived.
Oh, and now
summon.
Oh, Met's right. Oh, that's it.
There we go. Oh, we also noticed, did Devazio just take a bunch of damage then? Or was he already on that?
He just took that damage as well, yeah.
Okay. Oh, Razor Gale's heading towards him. I think he's going to outspeed it. Oh, you might have noticed Med has charged up his EX skill.
Nice catch, yeah, he has. So this is okay. So now he's got the purple shroud around him. It's gonna give him the kind of boost that he needs. There is a potential KO here as well on Devazio.
Oh, that was nice. That was nice support there.
Yes, 100%. Really nice save there from
Very nice
from Cloud.
Yeah, neither team seems to have attempted to summon.
And neither team is the red team. Keku is not quite looking at Devazio at the moment. He is cornered.
Oh, that was
and that's
okay. The Z-Fighters did ultimately lose that match, but that moment of caught there was very good. Met was going after Shantoto. Cecil came in and saved, and I think wall splattered them, and then Squad came in and dealt HP damage, so a full team combo there.
Oh my days. Wombo combo. Good stuff though, like honestly, I really liked what there. Just to kind of push in a different direction. Again, a different stage with a different character as well as a different player as well. So yeah, it was good. I really liked what they kind of showcased. One thing I did notice was that I didn't, even though I did spectate, I've forgotten his name already now. Let me check. Who was I watching? Devazio. He opted in for Cecil, and I didn't really see him do too much. He seemed to be kind of getting battered around the arena a little bit. He was, again, like I said, one of the people I was watching the most, but I didn't really see him do anything that really stood out, to be honest. I wouldn't really say he really played much of a support role over. I think he was trying to, his approach was to kind of stay back and maybe chuck out a couple of projectiles. Because again, Kane has a really nice projectile as well. The one which is it called again? The Dark Bane, really nice attack. Does so much bravery as well. 500. It's a one-hit move.
Dark Bane.
512.
if you've got, I'm pretty sure, I may be out my mind here. I know with Mighty Strikes I've dealt over 1,000 damage with it, and I'm pretty sure with Ren Shield it's probably gone as high as 1,500. Something stupid like that. I may be tripping. It may be. I may have had a buff from Kuju or something as well that increased my attack to get that much damage, but it can be ridiculous.
Yeah, it's such a nice move, and I did see Cloud chuck it out a couple of times, but again, I think if he maybe just pushed forward a little bit more, maybe if he had his teammate a little bit more, and maybe wasn't. I mean, even though he was playing the Vanguard, really just kind of go in, just go ham, be a bit more of the battlefield itself. He was the final stock that they lost as well. But I also think that it also did come down to the fact that Z-Fighters, I didn't really see too much of a formation from them. We saw it ourselves, when Keku were with each other. You had Met helping each other out. He would come in as Cloud of Darkness, go for the anti-air particle beam. They just had each other's back, and we've seen that with them in the last couple of rounds now. They have each other's back all the time. They never really spread out too far. And whenever they do spread out too far, it feels like they've told each other what they're going to be doing. So, Met's going to say, I'm going to go out and do this. Can you just keep an eye on me, kind of thing.
Ooh, Rift.
I hate the stage.
Everyone's worst nightmare.
Complete. So Z-Fighters have then again gone for a complete difference in team composition. We've seen new characters and new players. So now, in this case, we're going to be seeing Devazio. He's now instead decided to go for a Ramza. We've got Ascaran Lord back in with his garlands, and then we've got Cloud Strife, who's now changed to his third character, and he's going for Bars. So on this stage, it comes down to what they really want to try and push with all these new characters and this kind of formation of these players.
Oh, we should also point out at this stage, while I'm spectating Met, he's actually got the Golden Chocobo every single event so far.
Oh,
that's
really?
What, 3 or 4 times in a row?
Oh, that's nuts.
I'm being neglectful, not remembering how many times, but every single time it's always Met. Oh, that was a shame.
I give him credit for that, to be honest.
Oh, Shiri's Raiden. Aye.
Oh, that's going to be big.
In that. And Enk is also low on health.
Oh, yes. I didn't even quite notice that. Yeah, Enk. Again, I think this really does come down to the stage composition here. It's not a composition, the stage layout. It's it shows how limited Met can really travel against the stage. And there goes Chiri. Yeah.
There we go.
That was it. I'm liking what I'm seeing. That was good. It was really solid. I think one of the biggest things there is they actually locked them down. They completely locked them down. Like a complete turnaround there, where we saw Z-Fighters instead say, no one actually likes the stage, but we're going to destroy you on it. And it was solid. They did it in really good timing. It was a minute and 20 they did that in, and that was all 3 stocks relatively quickly. They had each other's backs. They managed to lock down the mobility of Keku. So yeah, it was good, really solid. Nothing too much to go over there, but kind of keep up with that mentality. So just a bit of a backstory. I do not like Interdimensional Rift. I hate that stage. The thing is what I find about that stage, right, is it always comes up in random. I swear it always goes Interdimensional Rift on random, and then it goes to Lunar Subterrane afterwards. So I'm not really that's one of my biggest pet peeves about that. Not to mention you get caught in the crystals that are scattered around the stage. I'm not really a fan of that at all. Getting wall splattered against the crystal, it's the worst thing ever. But also I'm not a fan of the ledges and the stage. I don't even like the stage. I'll just say that. I've got some PTSD with that stage. It's just not my thing, especially when it comes up in random non-stop. But in that case, it didn't really seem to affect Z-Fighters too much. They decided to kind of use it against them as well. And I think Keku's probably going to have to reevaluate kind of what happened there and maybe go for a stage that kind of benefits him a lot more. Because honestly, again, as Met is the almighty chocobo that he is, on a stage that small with ledges everywhere, and four different sections at which there are different playing levels, grounded play levels that is, you don't really have that many areas to retreat to. So there's a very high chance that if a character, regardless of what character you're playing against, if you get hit by a full bravery attack combo, you're most likely going to get wall splatting against the wall or the crystal or the outer wall itself. So it's a scary stage to be on. But this stage now, a lot more open. It's kind of in a direct, straight kind of tunnel, with a little bit kind of alcoves to the left and right. So there's this here, I think we're going to finally see, well, not finally because we've seen it do it anyway, but we're now going to see Keku kind of break out from what happened on the Interdimensional Rift and really just kind of go in, because these are the stages that this team thrives on. The space, they love the space. Okay, already jumping in as well. That's quite strong as well. I like what already throwing out the building up so much bravery already. So now we've got Edge running around with 2,100 bravery. So really, really solid there. He is going to be a bit of a problem now against the Z fighters. Yeah, chucking up projectiles, keeping them at bay. Really nice stuff. This is what I like. This is what I want to see. I want to see Edge do more of this, where, again, on an open stage where the team can kind of thrive, they can actually get these HP attacks out and get the bravery attacks out without really too much effort. There is going to be a KO from Devasio, gets a wall splat with Ramza. Oh, doesn't. Oh, sorry, didn't quite get it. Just missed it with the Chiri, but.
Yeah, Tsunami flows through and took some HP off Met as well.
Yeah, really smart play. They're good to see they had each other's back. Now, I think one of the big things I just want to quickly point out is that we're already at 2 minutes 53 seconds. In a couple of seconds' time, we would already had the last game completely done and over with by free stock. So it just shows when a team learn and adapt and learn to these new stages. This is how long it can last for. KO, close, heavy knockdown.
Garland got a wall splat. He chose to deal some more brave damage, but didn't quite see the HP attack coming from behind.
Oh, that would have been big as well. Oh, second stock as well. I'll give a little bit of credit to Met as well. He did see that Cloud was out in the open, went for a quick hit, but unfortunately he did get punished in return. That's how Keku lost their first stock. And then it was, as you just said then as well, we just had the second KO against the Z fighters. Here comes Cherry and Dancer at the same time. Whoa, give this man a break.
Give him a second to think.
Yeah. I mean, Cherry alone is just like a complete like mind game of like, I don't know what the hell's going on. It's just exploding all around me. What do I do? Met going for the anti-air particle beam. Really nice to keep the enemy team at bay. Just kind of keep them up in the air as well. It does actually get a KO as well on Mets, so that's a bit of a shame there. The blue team, Keku are now running around with just one stock for two characters really out on the field, and they're kind of getting battered. So this is what they need, just a little bit of support. Nice HP, not quite. Met goes for the reset. I like that. He's got 2,000 bravery.
Behind him, didn't quite. And
yes,
hits. He gets
catches
punished,
the side dash. Yeah. There goes Chiri. Oh, Devasio could be potentially the defining factor here as to if he gets KOs.
Could be the nail in Z Fighter's coffin.
Yeah, he's playing smartly. He's got two people on him.
Staying back. Or they are attempting to summon though. Oh, Enkwolf is...
Synergy summon.
Enkwolf is very, very far away from his allies.
Okay.
So
They've got...
the opposite side of the map.
Yeah, he needs the support, just as you said. Like, he's on his own. Potentially the KO factor for the Keku Luminate as well. So, and just as I said, yeah. I think one of the big things is essentially what you said there. Okay, cool, fair enough, you get the summon out, but the team was divided, so Keku had Enk out on his own. I can respect maybe just calling for support, but when you're that spread out with a potentially low health character out on the field on their own with someone already on them, maybe not quite the best to kind of carry on with the summon. I can understand and respect the idea, but I wouldn't say it was the best. And really, if anything, towards the end there, Keku probably should just kind of regrouped, especially when they realised that their lowest health character was out on the field on their own. But yeah, it was good. It was a really close game still. Like I said, this stage shows how, or stages even show how, once both teams can learn to adapt against each other and understand how each character plays and how each player plays, we then see very close matches. Again, we've seen it multiple times now, so it just shows how something as simple as a stage change can really let an entire team breathe and showcase what they have to offer. Because on Interdimensional Rift, the worst stage of the game, Keku couldn't really do much. But on an open stage, they could kind of get out there. Fair enough, they lost, but they were pushing a lot harder than they did last time.
Yeah, you did just touch on it there, so I had to do a bit of updating on stream. But one thing to take away from that was I don't think it was a good idea for him to try to summon when he was in enemy territory. Essentially, he was completely on the other end of the map. He probably should have retreated back to his allies if he could, rather than try to summon. As I think you just said, you get the summon out, but you're in a pretty bad position. Yeah,
you're kind of out in the open to be punished, and that's what they went for. They went for the punish. So again, I can understand the idea. Not quite the best play though. Really, it's like you can go for a summon, but you don't have to go for it. Especially as you said, the situation just didn't really call for it. Don't leave that one player out on the battlefield.
Astra.
Yep. So we're going to go back, as you just said, back to Royal City of Rabanastra. We are seeing a little bit of a change here. We're going to see Devasio now go for Earthrender, and Ascaran Lord is going to go for Tsunami as well. So interesting. I'm not really too sure what the mindset is behind the change from Chiri with Ramza, because it really supported them last game. It did really well. I
was going to say, yeah, he's chosen to go for Earthrender. Not, as you say, Chiri Dragon seemed to work out relatively alright for them.
Yeah, it gave them kind of what they needed, to be honest. And they still got the win with it. I mean, I guess they really want to make a statement and say we want to win convincingly.
As soon as we talk about getting rid of Chiri Dragon, we learn to 2K Earthrender, so we obviously don't know what we're on about, my friend.
Yep. Commentators curse.
He got quite a bit trigger happy with them then, with the Earthrenders. He just Earthrendered a pillar. Okay.
Feeling himself a little bit now. Interestingly enough, double hit. Oh wow, that was huge. So Z-Fighters took two big shit. Yeah. There's most likely going to be a KO here at some point, either between Clouds or Ascaran as well. So just need to be a little bit careful. Ascaran was getting quite greedy, honestly. He was next to Edge Miss, and he did end up getting punished, and because of that, that's how they now ended up in this position with such low health. Okay, yeah, I can respect that as well. It's close. This is... Cloud needs to be careful. He does have a... I can't remember the name of the move. Budget Meltdown.
I know, yeah.
Coming up behind him. Oh, it's close.
I think if Engwolf had cancelled that attack, then I think the Curtis Storm may have taken out Bart.
Yes, yeah. It's that maybe they were something they were telling to each other as well. Like, don't you go in, I'll throw the Curtis Storm behind you. Oh,
he tried to shoot off an arrow, but Razorgar right in the.
Yeah, it's like I was saying. Like you're on like 60 health. Like literally, a sneeze from a chocobo is going to kill you. Just I wouldn't
stay away.
Yeah, stay away. Don't throw out any attacks.
Yeah. Tsunami flew through and knocked Meta about a bit.
I think the problem now though is that it was Z-Fighters that won last. Z-Fighters that won last time, and then Keku lost, and now we're seeing a complete reversal. But because of they've changed their gameplay, maybe they were feeling themselves a little bit too much. Maybe they thought that they could really get away with the Earthrender as well as Tsunami, but it doesn't.
It's all going on in that corner.
But there's just like suns everywhere. I don't know what's going on anymore. What is this? Projectiles. Wall splat. That could be a KO. Not quite. Ascaran is looking to get a KO here, and he's close. Met decides to go for a refit. Very nice.
Yeah, the blue team, the Z-Fighters, are quite healthy right now. They're at full HP. The red team have also had some damage.
Oh, they want the shining wave. He is so close. Oh, this is close. This is insanely close. Met wants to get the anti-air.
Everyone is really going. They're all really going for this right now. An army of one came out bar from Enk and missed.
Oh, they got him.
Met is down.
That's big now, because Enk could be potentially the point at which they managed to even out the teams. And Ascaran, he's got his eyes on him. He's looking at Enk. He wants to get this. He wants to even the teams out. They can potentially get a current edge miss as well. Oh, this could be close. This is going to be really close.
Enki's doing the smart thing in trying to get away. Although now, oh, here we go. Yeah, Enki's been caught in Dancer, so he's out.
Defining factor, Edge is now looking to be the point at which they could lose it. 30 seconds left on the clock. Both of them can go for a summon if they want to delay it a little bit more, give themselves a little bit of breathing room. But Ascaron is on his ass like non-stop. Like, look, if you like I said, if you quickly look at the names that are on him.
Oh yes, he's all been targeted. I wouldn't know. This has happened twice now. Whenever the team Keklemani get a HP regen up, the enemy team dispel it. They've done that twice now.
Yes, I noticed you say that as well.
Yeah.
Spell got come out so much. I know you usually get at least 2 of them, so they're placing it in really good spots.
Yeah. They're obviously deliberately waiting for when the HP regen comes out.
Oh, this is close. Oh, Cloud Strife wants to get him. He's close. He really wants to corner Edge, but he get his back. Ifrit's out on the stage running amok right now. Here's
Met is all on his own on the other side of the field against 2 of them.
Oh, is he able to just try and get out the corner as well? Ifrit is running amok right now, and there is potential KO chance.
It's very difficult for Edgemiss. It's hard for him to play his role as the long-range support and whatnot if he's having to constantly run away because he's nearly dead.
Exactly, and then afterwards,
his presence.
Oh, this could be big if they decide to go for others. Yes, go for a summon. Increase the timer. They're going to try and increase the timer to try and get the kill. Are they going to do it? Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh, they were close. How close were they? How close were they to summoning? They must have got it.
Sure. It's a shame we can't see the progress in the spectator screen. But they must have been seconds away.
They must have been, yeah. Oh, they knew it. That's what I said. They knew it. They can increase the timer with the summon, get the bonus, and then go for it. But I wonder how close they were. I reckon 75% maybe. They were really close. Must be.
Z Fighters won that match on score, on timeout score.
On score, yeah.
Okay, and that was the last match. The last match between those 2 teams.
Oh, that was amazing. Yeah, like
really quite down to the wire.
Complete turnaround of events as well. I mean, at the very beginning, we saw Z Fighters lose 2 stocks, and then they kept all their life and managed to reverse it back for a 1-0 comeback. Or 3-1 comeback, sorry.
Okay. Let's get ready for the next set of matches now. Let's have a look at the match list. See who is coming up next. There's actually a slight change to the intended schedule. It was going to be Royal Knights and Dreadwings next. It's actually going to be Astral Thorns and
Astral Thorns.
Team
KK. Going to be really excited for this. I really like watching. Shouts to Lana Del Rey, who just joined the lobby as well. Let's see what we've got going on here then. So, Astral Thorns. I've watched quite a lot of this team actually. One of the most. Sorry, excuse me there. Probably, funny enough, one of the most diverse teams we actually have. So for those watching at home, this is the European Dissidia NT EU League tournament, and Europe is very much that. It's actually all of Europe. We're not just 2 Brits, just commentating for people in the UK. I mean, we've got Astral Thorns coming up next. This is a team that consists of we've got Barry the Hero from the UK, we've got Ninzards from Denmark, we've got Oyster Chops from Finland, and then Happy Squid from Germany, and then Jamstar from the UK. So that just shows like how varied these whole teams are and the kind of the scope at which this EU League spreads to as well. It's actually amazing when you think about it. Just to get a bit more about that as well, the team you just saw, Team Kekulimit, I really said that horribly then. Team Keku. I tried, but you're doing better than I am. Team Keku is a whole team from Finland. That's a Finnish team there as well. So have a look at who else we've got that we've just seen. The Z Fighters, they're primarily a team from good old Deutschlands. And the previous team that we saw early on, again, very, very, actually, this is probably a perfect example of how varied this can be. So one of the first teams that we saw today was Darth Squabs. Their whole team, even if they weren't on stream, consists of Snow, who's in the UK, Release the ID, that was the Lightning player, from Germany. Nelspike, the Ramsar from Portugal. Gido, he's from Netherlands, wasn't playing today. Mazazel, he was playing many the Emperor and the Ace, a lot of the marksmen. He's from Norway. And Amber Fireheart, who didn't play today, but does play a very solid Ace. I think it's a she, is from Ireland as well. So again, that's 5 people, 6 people from all different locations around Europe. So yeah, I hope that kind of gives you guys the kind of grand scope that we deal with here and how big the community is. Like, this isn't just, like I said, the people in Europe, the UK. It's people from Finland, Germany, France, Sweden, Italy, Portugal. It's everywhere. So this, what we've just witnessed there in the previous team, was a team of. Just quickly go back to that. We saw a team of Finland versus a team of Deutschland as well. So.
It truly is the EU league.
Yeah.
It truly is. Which is something we all quite wanted. Of course, we wanted to be a wide range of players from all over the wide EU. So we are happy how diverse some of the teams are in particular.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen, it was quite funny to see the last game, because it was essentially just a team of, I keep saying Deutschland, so I mean Germany. So, a team of German versus Finland. We've got like a football game going on there. But then we have other instances, like I said before, where we look at a team like Daft Scrubs, where it's just a whole team of 6 people from each different countries, all in the same team, communicating and playing with each other. And I like seeing that level of synergy between Europe, because it's kind of, Europe itself is a very open, it's a very open word, and what it actually contains and who's a part of that. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I like seeing that kind of. How large and the large kind of scope and players that we deal with as well.
Okay, we are
Next,
on a little bit of a wait. As I said, change to the scheduled programming. Matches taking place in the opposite order. We're going to have Astral Forms and Team.
Keko.
Team Kekimane. Rather than Raw Knights and Red Wings, who are the Astral Forms are just finishing up their Lobby 1 matches. So we'll be waiting for a few moments for them to join us.
So Astral Forms vs Keko, yep.
While we're sitting here waiting, it's a good opportunity actually to go through some team standings about Astral Forms.
So, okay.
I think both of us are clicking over and bringing them up on our screen right now. Astral Forms. Oh, it was Oyster Chops. It was his debut last time, I do believe, in the EU League, and he got the Golden Chocobo.
Yeah, both myself and Rayo were commentating in the game that he played, the games that he played in as well. He was a very solid ace player. He used Monolith Beam, and there were a few stages in particular. Again, I'll have to double check, but I'm pretty sure, because I've been watching all the the VODs and that. But I'm pretty sure there was some really good plays in places like Stellar Fulcrum, which isn't really a good stage for ace, but he was an amazing, I guess you could say, an assist player. So he didn't do silly plays. He stayed on standby. Whenever his teammates got kind of cornered, he would then jump in with Monolith Beam. And I know that he also challenged Monolith Beam against, I can't remember who the player was, but it was against the Garland, who was an ace. Garland using Blaze. I really enjoyed watching Oyster Chops. Really solid ace player as well. I know he did switch to another character. I can't remember who that is, but ace in particular really stood out for me. And that's kind of why he was offered he's not offered, given the title of Almighty Chocobo. And again, Almighty Chocobo being the personal pick, what we consider to be the MVP of the team. It's one of the key things that we look for when it comes to stuff like Almighty Chocobos. It's not so much about getting the kills, it's whether or not you can play a solid support role. And we, both myself and Rayo, found that Oyster Chops just played such a solid support role to help his teammate out, that even though it wasn't that many kills, it was the support that he gave, and that's what we kind of look for as well. Oh, that's it. Ninzard. Ninzard was the Garlands. Yeah, Ninzard, Oyster Chops, and Jamstar. Those were the guys who were watching. If I remember correctly, Ninzard is he mains Garlands, plays him very well. Oyster Chops played the really solid ace, and Jamstar he kind of mixed himself around. So he went with Varn and I can't remember what the last one was, but yeah, those are the kind of teams that we can expect. So there's a chance we may see Garland, Ace, and Varn as well.
Yeah.
Monolith beam though, that thing you should have seen it.
A couple of weeks ago, I don't know who's playing in Celestial Sphere right now. They're over in lobby 1, but I know LXD was playing with Ace the other week, and that monolith beam, it was the monolith beam use was fantastic.
Oh, I love Monolith beam. It's so good. What is it? What's up? Man, Monolith beam is it's an amazing it's an amazing HP. It's definitely oh, sorry, excuse me. It's definitely one of the standout ones, I would say. I mainly because it doesn't come out in front. It comes out in front of Ace, but it comes out, I think, in terms of distance. I can double check the book, but it comes out about a meter in front of him. It also hits below him, in front of him, and slightly to the side, so you can cover his hitbox. It also moves towards an opponent, but at a very slow rate. You can actually, without sprinting, actually just walk away from it. But as a support, it's amazing. It's got really nice poise as well. It's kind of hard to challenge it. One of the things that we saw last week, both myself, Rare, and I, is that we noticed that there was the player. I can't remember who it was, but it was someone who's playing Garland with Blaze. One of the opposing team, not Ninzard and his team. They were playing Blaze, and he threw out the Monolith beam on Alexandra, the small marketplace, and actually managed to save his teammates. It's that kind of thing that you really want to look. Just check the distance on this. Yeah, here we go. So Monolith beam, it is it comes out about 1.5 meters in front of him. So 2.5 meters actually, sorry. 2.5 meters, and it searches. So it's a beam that searches, so that means it will come up quite in far, and then it will slowly track towards an enemy.
It's always that slow little bit of tracking that always seems to get me. I can dodge it initially, but I always underestimate quite how long it'll follow me for, and not get hit anyway.
Yeah, because it comes out and it stays out for quite a while. Actually, you'll be surprised at how many times I've run into that thing. Like it'll be like I'll be sprinting, and the next thing I know, it's to the left or right side of my peripheral vision. I've just been hit by it. And I'm like, oh, just like you just about get hit. You're like, oh god damn that thing. Get a refund on typo. Monolith meme, more like.
Okay. I believe Astral Thorns are very nearly done in lobby 1, and I can come over to here to lobby 2.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, then while we wait, we'll take a very, very brief little few minutes break while we wait for the other teams to join us. I'll leave you with the match list so you can see what's to come. Okay, and we are back. Our teams are now present and correct, and they are ready. They are ready to go. Just give it a few more moments.
Whoa.
Here we go.
Okay, so jumping into the lobby already. Just grab myself a nice cup of water then. I've got a massive, massive bottle. Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, so forgotten the team already. What was I looking at? Astral Thorns, that's the one.
Thorns, yes. We're still with our good friend's team we can't pronounce. Kukulemane.
Yep. I think you got it then. I think you got it. Oh, we did it.
If any of them are watching, please let me know.
We got it.
There's normally one of them in the chat.
Yeah. No, that's good. Yeah. So we've seen quite a lot of Keku, rest of name here so far, and I'm thinking we may, again, like I said, we may see an Ace from Oyster Chops, we may see Ninzard with his Garland, and then Jamstar with his Varn, or maybe his secondary. I can't quite remember who that was, but I reckon we'll probably see a team composition like that. But it's good to see these guys. I really, they're probably one of my favourite standout teams because it's just these guys, and not to sound like a bias. I just enjoy watching them. I just love the way those guys play. They did have a couple of ups and downs last game though. Last in rounds 7 and 8. There was a couple of upsets that they had. They didn't quite do as well, but I just found these guys really interesting to watch as well. And we'll see if they can challenge Keku with some tech. Again, we have no idea how what the kind of their play has been so far outside of their ranking points that they've received this game. But yeah.
Mind you, saying that, we could have a look. Oh, nah. I was wondering if the standings had been updated yet on Astral Thorn's last match, but they haven't. So I'm not sure whether they came out the victors in their clash with NGI. So yeah, as you say, we're not quite sure how things are going for them tonight. So I suppose we'll find out soon enough.
Yep. Yep. And so I am completely wrong on every.
I am. I am completely flawed myself. I don't think I've seen Inside use any. Mind you saying that, I do know he's been using Onion Knight going to Crystal recently, but I didn't expect to see him in a league match.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm actually quite excited to see this then.
Yeah, it's something need to see. I've seen Met with. I've played against Met Noctis in lobbies quite a lot, but again, I don't think I've seen it in a league match.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember him talking about trying to use pirouette and trying to work something off that. So maybe we'll try and get see something from this. But not. It's the really weird HP attack. But that said, we are seeing lag, but we're also seeing just complete changes in terms of teams. So instead, I'm quite surprised as well. We've seen a complete changeover with Astral Thorns. They didn't go for the characters I thought they would, but then again, it's quite interesting to see that. Keku decided to change all their characters except for Edge. Small stage as well. For those who don't know, Urban Monastery is from Final Fantasy Tactics. It's actually Ramza's stage. This is the first DLC that we received, and it's quite small as well.
Yeah, actually, this is the first new stage the game got. We got treated to, and yeah, it's at first I thought it was bigger than what it was, but when you play on it, you do realise it ain't all that in terms of size.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird stage, honestly. Quite scary to have nowhere to retreat to, but
massive
amount
of.
One of the biggest things I noticed is that we actually had this at the very beginning of the match. Is when you start out at the very beginning at the end of the church, at the end of the monastery, when you're both facing each other. That to me is like intense. That's such a strong start.
Yeah, the teams are quite close to each other.
Yeah, it's quite intimidating.
Edgemis has had a ton of bravery for quite a very long time. He did have over 4,000. It's gone down, but it's still enough to kill anyone he so chooses. As soon as I say that, he gets hit and loses some more.
Both clouds are bleeding at the moment. I think something interesting as well. We've already been in this match for about 2 minutes, and both teams haven't really done much. It wasn't until 2:30ish I saw that Jamstar took some damage, and now they're both kind of chipping away at each other. But I think it's just so much respect between both these teams. Oh, and Enk doesn't unfortunately it was taken down as well. So that is the first stock of the game gone, and there's not much time left. Oh, this is a KO cross slash. Oh, not quite. Oh,
Army of One. on edge miss there. Oh, down goes Jamstar.
Jamstar rocking Cloud that time and does, yeah, as you said, does go down. We're close. This is a really close game, actually. They're both playing really smartly. I mean, if you look at the mini-map, you can see how the red team they were next to each other, and you see how the blue team are in a line as well. They're all basically sticking to it together in a kind of like a straight line, basically. Look at that formation there. An amazing positioning from Keku. Really nice, smart play for the summon, and kind of what they're going for now at this point is to kind of try and get the summon off. I know they've still got the summon bar up slightly. May have just disappeared.
Ooh, there, Kamamaker.
That's a second KO. Damn, that is quite big. I think.
Oh, Jamstar's been caught in Starfall.
Oh, that's going to be a problem. Okay. Oyster Chops is coming to take teammate out. That's nice. Really smart play there.
Astral Thorn's got a summon off.
And out comes Ifrit, the big boy.
Maybe the deciding factor here.
Funnily enough, we've seen more Ifrit than Shiva.
I know. Now you mention it. Yes, normally it's all Shiva. Everyone's been using Ifrit.
Yeah.
So far today.
And on this stage as well, it's quite good because Ifrit's going to get you because he's going to be kind of rampaging around everywhere.
Right.
Just to give a quick update on that as well, Ifrit is, as you've just seen there, and he just basically runs across the battlefield, dealing out 140 bravery damage. However, summons give you passive bonuses. One for having him selected, and the second is once his summon comes out, you then gain another bonus. So basically, before any team that runs Ifrit, they will have the ability to reduce the guard stamina more quickly. So in this case, if Keku decide to block, they will take more guard damage. And now that the summon has come out, it means that they will also reduce the guard stamina more quickly and raise their bravery attack. So now, in this case, Astral Thorns are now doing more damage. So maybe that's what they were trying to go for. I mean, they've got the Assassin out lightning doing a lot of damage there. Really close game though. Came down to 26 seconds. It was getting really close. I really thought it could have swung either way, and to be honest, the points kind of made up for that as well. You can see how close it was. So, no, I kind of explained Ifrit quite a lot there, but that's just for those watching at home. That's kind of how it works. You get the bonus for selecting him, and then the bonus once he comes out. So, in this case, it's not just having the effect of the environment changing, but also the bonus that you gain. So in this case, everyone picks Shiva because she can be placed on any team, because once you've summoned Shiva, your team then gains the bonus of a default bravery value increasing. So default bravery is 1,000. Once you get Shiva, you'll then be reset to 1,300, which means you can only build up a little bit more bravery and potentially get a KO. So in this case, Astral Thorns want to go for the damage. They want to reduce your guards quickly, and they want to make deal more damage and build up more bravery per hit that they do normally. So that's kind of like their game plan here. On a stage like Auburn Monastery kind of works out for them. I'm liking that I'm seeing Ifrit, because my god, am I sick of Shiva? She is the good character that can go on any team, but at the same time, she doesn't. I think that in terms of now we've got double Ifrit as well.
Yeah.
And we're on Eden.
It seems
which is probably the best one.
Everyone seems to have shifted from Team Shiva to Team Ifrit.
It's the new meta, I think. Ifrit.
I think Royal Knights were using Shiva though.
Yeah, they were running Shiva
as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Funny enough, this is actually the best stage for Ifrit, because he just goes up and down. He doesn't go left or right.
Yeah.
Really.
It's kind of suited for him. He's got a lot of space to move. Okay, so the match started. We're in the good old-fashioned poking phase. People throwing projectiles at each other.
Fishing for projectiles. This is really where the marksman shine, to kind of let the team get in, so chuck up projectiles. Even Jamstar's doing it with Cloud as well, with Turbulent Winds.
Tornado. Oh, what's it called? Is it called
Turbulent Winds? Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was called Finishing Touch.
Finishing Touch? I hope so. I've not just said that wrong, but it probably is, actually.
They give him some crazy names sometimes. It looks like he's Finishing Touch attack, but that doesn't mean that's what it is. Either way, they seem to teams are facing each other a bit more directly now. Though as soon as I say that, they seem to back off and regroup again. There are flares being thrown about by the Emperor, getting in people's way.
Yeah.
Traps. Oh, a nice attempt at lightning strike there, but Jumpstart. Enkwolf managed to get out the way just in time.
Yeah, really smart play.
That lightning strike landed though. Oh, Wall Rush going into cross slash. Big chunk of HP damage and Oyster Chops there.
Yeah, it's kind of like getting revenge for his mate who just got knocked down. So
Yeah.
it's nice to see, Edgemist getting a little bit of support there, even if he didn't quite see it.
Oh,
Edgemist
that
like
was
a
nice. Yeah. As soon as we talk about Edgemist, that was very unfortunate. Very unfortunate.
Rain.
knocked back by lightning, and then as he was trying to dodge a follow-up attack, Meechel landed on him. Nicely timed by Ninzard as well. Then.
Yeah, really nice to help his teammate out. Oyster Chops is running around with 5k bravery, and it is increasing. So the threat is on the field. Ooh, close. He's fishing. Dude, he's hungry.
He's so close range, but he's so fast.
Yeah, that dude is hungry. He wants this.
You do have to be a bit mindful of the bloodlust. If you get a bit too crazy for the kill, you'll end up getting yourself killed, or maybe that's just me.
No, that's me as well. But, I get hungry at times, and I'm like, I must feed. I must take your stock.
Okay, and Korf is now in a prime position to take another stock.
Oh, a KO as well. Jamstar did just get KO'd there, unfortunately.
I must confess, I did not see. Was it Drury's cell?
It was Edgemis. I didn't quite see what he was running there, but it was him who got the KO. So, yeah, it was. If it comes out, I liked that while the summon came out. Excuse me. While the summon came out, is that they both tried to go for it at the same time, because this is kind of the deciding factor. Again, I mean, I just want to kind of reiterate my point earlier on. We're at 1 minute 30 left of the timer, technically 2 minutes now, but both these teams are so close. The last game was almost a timeout and down to one stock each. These are really close games. They're both playing so smartly and respecting each other.
There have been some very close games so far tonight with Team Klimone and Z Fighters, and now these two teams here. Just as I say that, Ninzard falls, he gets taken down.
But he comes back with full life, and it's whether or not they can kind of push their summon now. It looks like I reckon they're going to go for a summon at this point. It would be a really smart idea, just to get them off, give them a little bit of breathing space.
And to try and take away some of that enemy brave, because they've all got far too much.
Yeah, this would be a prime time, actually. I think just while they've got a bit of room. I mean, they're kind of scrambling in the middle, but they can kind of use this time, especially now that Met is running around with 3,000 bravery. This could be the point at which they lose.
You need to take away that, and the best way to do that is...
it hits! It hits!
We were just talking. We were just talking about how any second now Met may get that finishing kill.
Yeah. I was watching Oyster Chops. It's playing really smart. Dargar, just to kind of keep Enkwolf off him. But just in the corner, as I was saying, Met has 3,000 bravery. He chucked out the name of that move, which I can't remember. Is it Whoops? It was the HP one. Sorry, I can't remember.
I think it might be Warp Strike.
Yeah, he threw it out and he managed to get it, and I was like, it just tracked. And I did see Oyster just do a side dash, but unfortunately, because it does have a follow-up, it did actually go for him as well. Warp Strike, yes, you're correct. Warp Strike.
This Zigbar person is not anyone here, so he can go away.
Oh man, that's good. I'm liking what I'm seeing. This, I would say even more so that this is a really close game. I'm really liking what I'm seeing here. They're both. If we get the same level of play that we've seen, I reckon again we'll probably get to about 2 minutes 30, and they'll both have a fair amount of bravery, barely taking much damage off each other, and they'll both have their full stock. So, it's going to kind of swing either way. And again, I like stuff like that, to be honest. I like seeing that both teams realise this is going to be a challenge. Let's actually play smartly. It's not that the other teams haven't played smartly against each other, but this shows not just in points at the end of the match, how close these teams are and how close this can go either way. And the fact they're both on Ifrit, they're both kind of adapting to each other's play in the stages, but they're also both playing smartly and in a way giving each other the respect. They're not. They know Oyster Chops will get you with Lightning Strike when you least expect it. They know that Met will come up behind you, as we've just seen here, and get you with Warp Strike. We know that Edge will play extremely smart and chuck up projectiles when needed. We also know that both teams will use their marksman as the main defining force. I mean, we've seen a Cloud from Enk and we've seen a Cloud from Jamstar, and both of them are very smart. Instead of running in, they stay back and use. By the way, it was called Terminal Vortex. Sorry, they chuck out their Terminal Vortexes. So they want to play smartly. That you can both tell they really want this. You can tell that they're both playing to the way the characters should be playing at different ranges, whether it's close, far or mid, close, mid or far game, and it's kind of pushing in and saying this is what we both want to do, and it's whether or not they can execute their plan. And again, it's coming down really close. We've got nearly time overs every time, last 30 seconds.
Matches have been lasting for quite a long time. Oi, Alexandria.
Small stage, very very small stage. You're going to get environment.
Meteor Rain on Anchorwolf.
Okay, yeah, Meteor Rain.
This has the potential to be a very fast match.
Let's get those meteors going out.
Okay, let's see how this unfolds.
Let's see how this all collapses in on itself. Oh, on the left side of the stage. See, if we look at the mini-map as well, you can already see, this is what I was saying before, when it comes to Alexandra, you draw a line in the stand and you both stay with each other.
Yeah.
You stay with your teammates. Like you can see there, they're on the mini-map. Let's not rush in. Use the marksman as the main source of attack at this point.
Yes.
When it comes to tracking placement projectiles, sorry. They all got each other's back. Although Met's decided to run in. He's run in. He's kind of on his own, kind of getting cornered there. Edge is now at 3k bravery. This is why it's great for marksman and also against marksman.
I love using Ultimecia on this map. Or any marksman stand behind the little ticket booth. Oh, I knew God was preparing Meteor, but then a Druid Cell appeared from underneath him. Ashdorf was attacking some HP damage.
It's given them. I mean, it's given them the push that they're looking for as well. I think one of the biggest. There goes Ninzard as well. But as I was going to say, one of the biggest things is that because they have the marksman on their side, they can kind of build up bravery quite easily, which is why Edge managed to get so much bravery quickly. Although he is quite low on health now, but it's basically a team of having to run in versus a team that can potentially play a bit of a lame game here with the marksman on their side.
Yes, I remember the last time Edge Mist was low on HP, and he wasn't able to had to be a bit more defensive, and that his presence was missing in Team Kilimane. Again, Ninzard is fishing around Edge Mist trying to get it. Oh, Oyster Chops. Is that Oyster Chops fallen?
That's close. Yeah, it was Oyster Chops that just got KO'd there, but Edgemis is playing smartly. I mean, they know they can KO him, but Edgemis is like, I'm just not going to let you come near me. I'm going to put the traps down. I'm going to play the lame game, chuck out the projectiles, send out the suns your way, send out the nukes.
Jamstar came to interfere with him, stop him. He moved away and then ran foul of Ninzard. He was forced to move. Oh, summon attempt.
Oh, synergy summon between both teams. Who's going to get there? Blue team?
Oh,
yeah. Shiva. Shiva is amazing on this stage. There is going to be some serious combos coming off from this. You have got nowhere to run.
Patches of ice all over the place. That's bad enough on a big map, but on a small map like this, when you can barely move anyway.
And see
how this fares. It's also gone to the team with all three stock, who are in a prime position to end this.
And that's potentially it. Yeah. Oh, bringing it back. Using Shiva effectively. This is what you want. Rush in. Go now.
Starfall. Oh, looks like it was stopped.
Alright, they're looking to push through a little bit more. They have to run away a little. Then with the icicle spheres. Potential KO here. Oh, Enk. Okay, Enk is really trying. He wants to make this work. That's a KO. Meteor Rain.
I wasn't 100% convinced that he would hit that there, because I forgot he was using Meteor Rain. I thought he still had Cross Slash, and I thought, yeah, that's a definite KO, but no, it still landed. It still landed.
Yeah, it's Enkwolf running Cost Slash, and then Jumpstart running the Meteor Rain. Now, there is a way you can get out of that. So, because of the timing and the distance, what he could have done is, instead of dodging from the wall splat, so he got Enkwolf got wall splatted. What he could have done is just guarded, so he dropped to the ground, and then you dash. That way, you don't get caught by Meteor Rain as well. That would have been the way to have gotten out. That's just
I
block,
think it was the other way
drop,
around.
and then dash. Oh, other way around.
Yeah,
Sorry, yeah,
Jumpstart
apologies.
got water splatted. It was Astral Thorns at last. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that.
But yeah, I was thinking. Yeah, it was. Okay, so it's 2-1 to team. Oh, Kukulimane.
I'm giving it to you every time, dude. I'm not.
Every time I say it, I'm like, I'm not sure. If they win the next match, then they will get 3 points from this encounter.
Mhm.
Speaking of these two teams, let's see where they both stand in the standings.
Yep.
Team, I mean, this is being updated live, so this does include other matches that have taken part tonight. But as things currently stand, Team Kukulimane are 4th at 24 points. Astral Thorns are 6th with 19 points.
6, yeah. They're pushing up there. You know, they're the team that have kind of been making a name for themselves as well. So they've, in terms of their win streak as well, they've had Astral Thorns. They've been kind of evening out. You know, they've got 3 the wins, and then the losses are kind of even at the same point.
Yeah. It's definitely also it's also worth to mention that we are now we're now into the second half of the league. There are 14 rounds altogether, on round 10 now. So
yeah,
all the points missed, or all the points gained in the early round is all coming back to haunt people now, or coming back to bless them if they do particularly well.
And it gives you it gives the opposing team as well, each opposing team, a good idea as to how many wins and losses the other team have had, and really what it's like with every fighting game. You go back and watch the VODs and learn how each person plays, but it's adapting to that actually in the environment itself, and essentially being locked in a cage with these people.
Indeed, that is a fantastic opportunity to point out that the VODs are safe for these streams. Cheap little plug here. You can find them all on the YouTube channel after the fact. So if you miss part of this stream, you can catch the rest of it later on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Again,
Auburn Monastery.
I was just going to say this stage once again. We had a big conversation about this stage earlier, and how small it is.
Yeah, I really do like this stage. It took me a while to get into it, but I've kind of warmed up to it myself. I really enjoy playing on this one.
I love how much it totally looks like a tactic stage as well. Like a map hovered in midair.
There's no ramps or anything. It's literally just square.
Like I can rotate it.
yeah. Like it's like the trailer when it came out like that as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought Oyster Chops was going to get that HP attack off then. That was nice.
Yeah.
Rush followed by a meteor. Oh, I haven't actually seen Oyster Chops use Kuja, thinking of it. I'm a Kuja man.
Oh, yeah, fair point, yeah. Bravery regen go off.
I've noticed Astral Thorns have been using Bravery regen. I don't know if some other teams have as well. But it's actually come in handy. It's taken them into killing Brave range multiple times. Oh, that was very nice. That was very nice. Symphonic Force there.
Double KO at the same time as well, yeah.
I think had Met KO'd Jamstar, and that was how he managed to get the punishing. I didn't see the beginning part.
It was Enk got the KO against Jamstar, and then Oyster Chops got the KO on Met. So that was
both teams are now still even at 2 stocks apiece.
Yeah, and like I said, we're coming down to 2 minutes, and they're both respecting. Both of them have got the same amount of summon. Like, fair enough, they've lost 1 stock each, but look at the life bar. They've it's even really. This is what I'm saying. They know each other.
Yeah, but it's very much even Stevens right now. Kuja's also in trance. Should always come to summon. Again, Team Kukulimane are always they've always got the summon first, if I'm correct, in these matches against Astral Thorns.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
It's been very close sometimes. As I was saying, so Kuja is in trance now, so I can't remember how long it is, he'll be able to apply buffs to himself and allies if close enough.
Mm-hmm. He's an assassin as well, so it's kind of it's kind of how that character plays. He really is a really good. He's the only support assassin that you've really got. Yeah. All the assassins play differently.
But
What
yeah.
I've learned with Kuja is you've just got to be incredibly patient with him.
yeah, kind of
Don't be too aggressive. Yeah.
using your oh, sorry, excuse me again. Using your trance effectively as well. I mean, there's different, for those who don't know as well, Kuja's trance does have different levels. You've got four different levels. Each one lasts 20 seconds, 25 seconds, 10, 12, 15 seconds each. Even level 4 is 15. So it's kind of optimizing how long it lasts for and what you can get off that, and optimizing that play as well.
Yeah, you have to use his EX skill a few times before he goes into trance. Although he won't lose trance until he gets KO'd.
Yeah, he just gains the buff for those
Yeah.
10, 12, or 15 seconds upon transforming. Quite close now, though. I mean, Jamstar is.
And yes, it's been nearly a minute and a stock hasn't been taken.
They respect each other too much. We're going to be heading down to the last minute. Oh, here we go.
As soon as we say that.
Yep.
Is this going to be
Ninzard did have 4,000 bravery.
Can Jamstar get the summon off? Okay.
Okay.
So we went a whole minute without any KOs here. Let's see if the someone's going to be taken advantage of. Nicely done. Edge had enough brave to kill, but he got taken.
Oh, Met's looking at him. Met is looking at Ninzard.
Jamstar was looking at Edge as well.
Oh.
Eyeing each other up.
Oh, there comes a bravery.
Yeah, a bravery conduit gave Met a ton of brave then.
Yeah, this is close. Met's at 4,000 bravery. Oyster Chop's at 2,300 bravery. And Ninzard's at 2,000.
If it's dashing around, it's all going on right now.
And he's just given Ninzard.
No, it's not.
That's close. It's ooh, very smart from Edgemis, chucking out. It stops Kuja, Oyster Chops from coming at him there because it does actually come out. It's a very large hitbox.
Oh, that was very nice.
BTO.
Did you see what happened there, Jamstar? What's called the forward brave in the air, bringing down, wall rushed him, perfectly timed meteor from Ninzard.
Oh no, didn't see that. It was really smart.
Yeah, very nicely done. Very nicely done.
All I knew is that there were meteors and people were getting meteored.
That actually does bring the score to 2-2. So going into this last match now between these two teams, they're moving in both having won 2 matches. So this is the deciding match as to who gets the most.
Yeah,
Counter.
Exactly, and it's been really close. They've been doing really well so far. See if they can push forward a little bit more. Man, this is going to be big. I've said it a lot already. Both these teams are exceptionally close in terms of skill. They're both exceptionally close in terms of gameplay, like the way they operate their teams and their characters. They're both exceptionally close in just overall mindset as well, and their team composition and formation. It's coming down to timer nearly every time, honestly, the last 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And we're seeing the very similar beginning as well. Again, like I said, we have about maybe a minute and a half of just kind of building up bravery, sussing each other out, looking for the opening. Then when it gets to 2 minutes, maybe there's a little bit of damage. And then by a minute and a half, they've taken maybe 1 stock each. And that's generally how it's going. And on an open stage like this, probably going to see the same thing again.
Yeah, beside is a very, very big stage. You've got some breathing room if you need to get away. So opening up with the good old-fashioned poking phase, sending projectiles at each other.
Mm-hmm.
You can see tornadoes from clouds just going from one side of the screen to the other.
Checking out that terminal vortex. Nice projectile too.
Oh yeah,
Really
you
good
can see
projectile.
a fair few flares from the Emperor. Oh, that was a very nice timed meteor. Edgemis was stuck in an animation attacking. Ninzard went for it.
Yeah, nice punish there. Catch him on when he's chucking that projectile, leaving himself out in the open there.
Oh, Edgemis forced Jamstar to back off with an accursed storm. It didn't hit him, but it kept him away from his ally.
Yeah, and that's really important as well. Sometimes not even the opponent; it's just forcing them to respect the reason you have.
It's not all. You don't necessarily have to land it, if it keeps your allies safe,
Yeah,
it's still a job well done.
yeah, exactly. It's
Ooh.
oh
Enkworth was coming in for a Jamstar, but Oyster Chops took that opportunity to Symphonic Force him.
oh yeah. I mean, I think we're seeing a little bit of a turnaround. There's a Curse of Storm from Edgemere. It's really nice there.
That was very
They're
nice
kind of-
timed.
They're kind of going in at each other now a little bit more rushdown.
Yeah, the aggression has been turned up.
Yeah, I think it's kind of you kind of ahead that. By the way, guys, this is the last game. You're both
Yeah,
very close. This is the final point of to fight for now.
I did notice another good use of Dispelga there, though I can't remember who was dispelled. I think the Ashdor Thorns had a buff dispelled, and I'm not entirely sure. But we've seen Dispel a couple of times so far tonight. I need to start using it a bit more myself, I think.
It's nice. It's really underrated. I personally don't use it myself. I'm more about Enfeebled Bravery Conduit, but the Spellgar, it's there for a reason, and it's provided them with results. It's worked for the team. Again, like I said, it's so close. It's actually helping them out. So, they're getting the use out of it.
Does it have is it one of those moves that has infinite range?
It's area of effect, I think. So it catches them. Anyone inside the kind of the bubble itself.
Oh, Jamstar has fallen. Although Enkworth is nearly down. Edgemont has also taken damage. Ninzard is also quite low himself. He's being targeted. Well, he's not being targeted by anyone anymore.
Yeah.
Okay. Enkworth throwing out a Bravery Conduit. That was a way to gain some Brave without having to get too close, because he's low on HP. Although he seems to have been broken by something kind of a coup just nearby.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I could see Meteor appearing above his head.
They're watching him. Yeah, they're watching him. I mean, if you look at Enkborg's name, you can see 6 and 5 are looking at him. They're pushing him. You see what they've done here as well. They're pushing him to the back of the stage. Now they've got them in the ropes against the back. But I like that both Met and Edge have also teamed up with him just to give him a little bit of support, because there's a high chance Enk is going to get KO'd here.
Yeah.
So to see them drop back, I mean, if you look at the minimap, they're kind of lighting each other up. Yeah.
Meteor's coming out. Wasn't quite close enough to land though. Okay. HP regen is now up on Tinbukulimone. Oyster Chops. Oh, Ninja now has a massive amount of Brave.
Ooh, Jamstar is looking at clouds. Look at that bravery that the red team's got. That's crazy. 4k each. 5k, 4k, 1k.
Yes, there could be 2 KOs very quickly here if Tinbukulimone aren't careful.
They could do with it as well, to be honest. They are down 1 stock, and this is coming down to the last minute as well, so they need to make something happen. They have no summon as well.
Same situation once again. It's coming down to the last few moments.
Yeah, but it's looking a little bit better for the blue team at the moment. Again, they do.
Their sheer bravery level.
Oh, they can play the lane game if they want to, and they could probably get away with this. Just don't be greedy. They have the summon as well to really screw up their bravery points for the Jamstar and his friends, and they're going to go for it.
There we go.
Yeah, as I said, they're going to go for it to screw up the bravery, and there's a high chance now that Jamstar is going to get really annoyed if he ends up losing his bravery from Ifrit.
Because he's got a lot to work with here.
Yeah, he's got to.
Ninzard has lost half of his brave, and he had a massive amount.
Jamstar, so smart.
He manages to use it. He used it before he lost it.
Yes, it's exactly what I said. Exactly. Use it before you lose it.
Oh, Meteor. Nice time Meteor once again.
I saw that, yeah. Really nice on edge miss, just to kind of get him not for a bit, and thus keep Ifrit kind of at bay while... Oh, there he comes, popping up.
I was watching Met as he had 3,900 brave, but he lost it all to Kujo, I believe.
Oh, okay, he has to be a little bit careful though, because Kujo is still looking at him. 30 seconds left. This is it. No more summons. They have to make it count.
No more
Coming
summons.
down to stock and points. No more summons. The very last 22 seconds left.
Every match is going down to the wire right now.
Oh, they're building a line in the sands. Look at between them. They're both on the minimap. They're saying we need to push this through. 14 seconds left. This is going to be it. They need to at least just try and get one more stock. Both teams get the KO. Who's got the most bravery? Ninzard. He can make this happen. So can Edgemiss with 3,600 bravery. It's so close. He's got it. He's fired it. Is it going to hit? Is it going to land? It's chasing him. Oh,
no. It'll come down to points, as we know.
Yeah.
So who?
That's so close between both of them. Look at that.
It's close.
It's looking good for Reds.
Oh yeah, Enkworth doesn't have too many. Yeah. Okay, another. All the matches are just so darn close.
Yeah, Inkwolf. I think he was just the one there on their team that kind of just pulled them back a little bit. But again, he didn't do bad at all. I think the game just was like, nah.
Just didn't quite go his way that time. Okay, so that is another set of matches done. We do have one set left, but as things currently stand, as things now stand, Ashdor Thorns 3, Team Kekulimane 2.
Yep.
And I think that's the last time I'll have to say it tonight.
For now.
For now.
Yeah, good stuff to Team Keku as well. They played really well. Let's have a look here. Okay, so let's have a look at the brackets. Here we go. Celestial. We now have 13th Deity. I've not seen him in a long time. It's good to see him back. We're now looking at the Dreadwings versus Royal Knights. That's the match you guys are going to be looking at. For this stream. This will be the first time that both Spicker and myself will be, for tonight anyway, be commentating with the Dreadwings on this in this lobby. Although Royal Knights we've seen earlier on. Again, we've got Tommy who played the Kefka. We've got Azazel who was playing Warrior of Light, and Accurus who was playing the ultimate weapon himself that we know he's given in the name of Garlands with the earthquakes from above. So yeah, against the Dreadwings. So for those who don't quite know them that well, WB Shanks, he plays a very, very amazing ace. I'm hoping to see some ace today. We see Durgius. I have to check with the guy afterwards. I've said it every single time I've commentated. Is it a hard G or is it a soft G? But you know what? I'll go with Durgius.
I would think to call him Durgius.
Durgius, yeah. Maybe, is it like Deej of Cerberus? Deej? Dirge? I don't even know, but I'll check with him. Durgius plays Onion Knight, I believe. And then we have 13th Deity who plays an amazing Firion. Yeah.
Firion. Anyone who knows... who knows anything about 13th Deity knows. She's Firion all the way. So, this is the Dreadwings' second match tonight. They've also fought Celestial Sphere over in Lobby 1. So they've had a tough night against the first ranked and the second ranked team.
Yeah. But they're pushing through and they're really good too. I mean, like I said here, we're seeing the Firion that we said. We've seen. WB Shanks is going for Tidus, and then you said Durgius is going. Durgius is going for the Ace. So I've not really seen Durgius play Ace before, but I love seeing WB Shanks in honesty. Just he's got such a fun Ace to watch. But getting into it, already back at Auburn Monastery.
Yes, we seem to have a love affair with this stage tonight.
Yeah, I'm alright with it. I like this one. It's better than that bloody interdimensional rift.
I feared Shanks. He tried to grab a moment after Azazel used Shining Wave to punish, but he missed, and then he was in the middle of all three of the enemy team.
Yeah, it's like did that barrel roll move and was like, crap.
I'm sorry, I did. We saw. I could see a monolith beam hit Asarius then.
Yeah, I was just about to say that as well. Monolith beam going out there. I love that HP attack. Oh, nice combo as well. Really nice capitalization on that. Oh,
that was fantastic.
Maybe not quite the best to finish off the combo for his teammate because he could have got the KO there. But at the moment, WB is looking a little bit scared now. He's running a fringe of 69 health. That's a KO regardless.
Quite a bit of damage. And as per, the core is up and the Royal Knights are not neglecting it. They can already nearly summon.
They're guarding it at the moment as well.
Summon. Oh, here we go. There we go. Another one of those sync summons, instant summons.
Synergy summons, yeah.
Synergy summons. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah. It's a term I've been using for quite a while now. Synergy summons. There is one thing as well that, funnily enough, that I do occasionally is that they can actually. Oh, Tommy gets the KO there from against WB. But they can actually just once you've used the crystal, you can destroy the crystal even if you've already used it, and you can't get any more crystal points because you stop the other team from gaining crystal points as well. So
I do have to point to a fantastic little combo there. Garland held Durgius with his EX skill, and as Azazel moved over and used the Shining Wave, he then just landed on some ice, got frozen, and then was killed by another Shining Wave.
Oh, that's
Very
disgusting. I love
unfortunate.
that stuff.
Not nice use of the summon, and nice use of Garland's hold.
Nice catch. Yeah, I did miss that there, but that sounds amazing as well. Definitely check that out on the in the
this is
VOD
a
afterwards.
Yes.
Oh,
The
okay.
great thing about that hyperdrive is you can charge it at least for a few moments. It looks as if 13th Deity was knocked into the air, recovered,
Yeah.
and then moved a second too soon, and Tommy just fired it off afterwards, and that was the kill.
Yeah, man, look at the point difference as well. It seems like
Yeah.
the game wasn't quite happy with the play of the Dreadwings.
There is a reason why Knights are second in the league. Saying that though, it's still not all over for either team.
It's only one game. Maybe that's given the Dreadwings a little bit of time to just kind of suss out as to what their kind of game plan is as well. And again, it does come
have
down to the
another-
stage.
We have another interloper.
Oh yeah,
There we go.
interlopers. Cool. Oh, I have to join in on this up a second.
I just realised. I wasn't spectating.
Oh,
It was happened earlier as well. Astral Thorns kindly waited for me to spectate because I hadn't noticed that I wasn't.
good old common courtesy there for the Dissidia player base.
That's very nice of them.
Yeah. That's only because they wanna. They're like, hey, you know what? Look, we want to be famous. We need to get
Wow.
the main.
And it'll be voided. And it'll be voided if I'm not there.
Oh,
so-
and that too.
So they have got a reason.
Yeah, it doesn't benefit them in any way. Plus, they get the fame of being on stream. So
I noticed. You may have noticed. Tone is now in. I can't remember who he has replaced.
Tone, he plays a marksman, I believe. He plays.
He plays Bart, from what I know. Oh, there you go, Bart. Oh, it's Shanks that he's replaced as well.
Yeah, Bart's Clout. So yeah, okay, never mind then. Tone, I do remember him playing. Yeah, he plays Bart. He's playing Bart now, but I think I was playing Dancer last time. This is many rounds ago that I was spectating for Tone, but yeah, it was. I think he was playing Dancer last time. We'll see what Tone brings to this game as well. I do recognise. Remember saying his name quite a lot. You know, it was just he played a really quite funny Bart, if I remember correctly. But on this stage as well, and there has been again like a team change up composition. So it's really comes down to what Tone is going to bring to the Dreadwings and whether or not this is what they're looking for.
Speaking of Tone, he has already mastered Black Mage.
Yeah, he loves those projectiles.
Duncan. 13 Deity saw it coming and dodged
Amazing
that.
dodge. Yeah.
Dirges now has enough Brave to kill, and he's got Monolith Beam as well.
Yeah.
Let's not forget.
So does Tommy as well.
A few Shining Waves went out. Some hard knockdown on some of the Dreadwings. They weren't able to participate for a few months. We can see, interesting, we can see 13th Deity and Dirges staying close to each other. If Vivian wants to get an enemy in a hold in one of his many attacks, they'd be sitting ducks for a Monolith Beam.
Yeah, and I think 13th Deity does the same as well. There were the two Therian players I can think of, and that is 13th Deity and Teacup. They both love the...
They're the same person.
Yeah, I know. Well, yeah, they are. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. So, the 13th Deity is an amazing support character. She's always doing the the combo,
Yeah.
the neutral combo where it keeps you spinning in the air.
Yeah.
With Therion, it's always saying, "Look, I'm going to do this. Go for me," and has an always amazing support role. Is probably one of the most standout support players that I know in the EU League themselves. So, really good support.
I've had the benefit of playing alongside them in a lobby. If I'm using Ultimecia with House Judgment, I just need to stay near Vivian, wait for him to hold someone, and fire away.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of, it's now stuck in the ice.
That's a shame. Oh man, Teacup. Sorry, I keep getting confused. Yeah, Teacup 13th Deity.
Yes.
Unfortunately, did get stuck inside the trap that was laid by Shiva, which does freeze you for 5 seconds, 3 seconds even.
Tommy has a massive amount of Brave. He has enough to kill.
Is he going to go for it? It looks like he's fishing for it. He wants it. Like Kefka's coming back from Final Fantasy VI to make a statement. He's like,
There we go, there we
I've got
go.
this. Oh, just missed.
Just a few misses.
Oh, a few, like, just outside of the hitbox.
He's really
Get up.
going for it.
Oh!
There we go.
There we go.
The Dragoon landed just in front of him, unfortunately.
Yeah,
He
I
was
think I
right
don't
for
think
the picking.
Dragoon would have got over it. Would it have reached?
I'm not sure. It does go quite high. I wonder if at the height of Dragoon maybe it would have missed. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest.
Yeah.
I noticed for a second then everyone was targeting Tommy. They've all moved over a bit. Oh, God,
Yeah, I
has been
think-
held.
There we go.
They weren't able
Oh,
to follow
that's
up with a HP.
that is big. That is big. Really nice as
Being
well.
held
Tommy's
again.
looking to go bravery.
But no, nothing there. Tony's nearly down. He's thrown out this Black Mage. He's being targeted by Hyperdrive and Shining Wave. They're both narrowly missed.
And 30th DFT's gone now. Got a
There
bug
we
weapon
go.
out. Oh,
Held by Garland and killed by Shining Wave.
amazing
First time we've seen
combo. Yeah.
I noticed Teacup did just
Oh.
go...
Second stock.
Monolith Beam.
Azazel was the problem. He is the problem. Now he's lost his bravery. They can get a KO. They're close. All right, Tone. Okay,
No, just-
Tone is the big one at the moment. Oh, just lost his bravery, and now Acris is the big one, and we know we're going to see some.
We're going to see some dunks. Oh, Shining Wave hit someone.
Oh.
Was not the intended target, but it certainly helped matters.
Yeah. Oh, look, he's
Is
above
it?
him. You see him above him. Do you see him above him?
Just missed.
He's above him,
There
and he
we
gets
go.
him.
There we
Oh,
go.
Space
That
Jam,
was-
come on and
with
slam.
some
Welcome to the jam.
persistence. That was some persistence.
I like that. Earthquake, miss,
Ooh, that
earthquake.
was, that went down to one stock apiece.
Yeah, quite quickly as well towards the end there. They lost like one stock each, and they
Yeah,
bought the
It all
quickly.
happened in the last few moments. Look at the point difference between the top four players in that. Look at how close Tommy and Azazel are in points.
Yeah, basically the
Less than
same.
20
Like,
points away. I do sometimes
Oh.
forget I need to press X to leave that screen. I'm just sitting there for 10 minutes. Why in the game? Moving on.
credit to yourself. I mean, you are also running. Massive credit to Spickle, ladies and gents. He is also running and updating the stream as well live, and I'm just sitting here
Oh.
cozily in a chair, spectating, getting hype. But yeah, so
Okay, looks like the Dreadwings are dispatching the same party members as last time, with Tone as opposed to Shanks.
mhm.
Am I spectating? Yes, I am.
Funnily enough, as well, if we go back to the kind of individual player rankings, Tone last round, got 9 kills, and the next was Durgius with 7, and then you've got WB Shanks with 2, and then Azo with 1. So he was the MVP of the last set as well. So-
yes, of course.
Maybe he's going to be the one to kind of he is the kind of I wouldn't say win factor, but the your big brother that you call back to come do your fights for you.
Yeah,
It's like,
he certainly made quite a splash. I'm sure the last league round was also his debut. We had a couple of debuts last time. I'm sure that was his first time in a league match, and he did get 9 KOs, as you say, and the almighty golden chocobo
mhm.
sticker for his troubles.
Yeah, really solid. And I do remember Tone, just casually, just kind of remember saying his name, some of the key points. Like I said, he played, I'm pretty sure it was Dancer, Bart's. But yeah, it looks like it's paying off. And I'm sure WB's thinking, all right, cool, let's, that's good. I'm liking what I'm seeing at the moment. Maybe going with Titus wasn't that much. And like I said, I really love watching WB play his ace as well. So I'm kind of surprised they kind of switched that around and had Durgius play it. But they're still going for the same layout. It looks like Royal Knights is because the thing is, at the end of the day, even though Royal Knights lose, whether they win or lose, it's not a convincing loss. So
Never.
what they're doing is
No.
fine. It's just adapting to these slight differences.
They haven't
And on a
lost
stage
it.
like this,
Yeah,
Yeah.
again, we're back on this stage. We've seen so many stages we could have seen tonight. But yeah, as you say, the Royal Knights, they may lose some stocking matches, but I don't think they've lost any matches yet tonight.
losing a stock. Sorry, I should
Yeah.
clarify. When they lose a stock, it's not like a convincing. It seems
No.
like if you take a stock from Royal Knights, you've got to work for it and
Yeah,
play smartly.
Yeah, it's it's well earned, at least.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And already, I'm liking what Douglas is doing. He's already got 2.4k bravery, so he's going to make something work here. Oh, really smart play. He chucked out the. He targeted the crystal and then chucked out monolith beam. So if any of the red team went for him, they would have got hit by it. Really smart play. And he built up a fair amount of crystal summoning from.
Oh, monolith beam's been fired out. Again, as we mentioned previously, Dirges and 13th Deity are sticking close to each other. Oh, there we go.
There we go. Amazing combo.
Just as we talked about in the last match, Furion holds and Dirges monolith beams.
13th Deity, she really does just get the support that the team needs and utilizes Furion's ability to keep a character trapped with the neutral HP combo. And then I know that they were like, "Yo, Dogus, quickly get the KO. I've got him standing still, stuck on a combo." Went for it, and it helps.
Another what's it called? Synergy summon. Another
Synergy
summon by
Shiva Synergy Summoner, the Triple S.
Tommy has enough brave to kill, or at least to kill someone.
I like that they're staying back as well. It's not a summon that works in the because it is actually Royal Knights' summon. But I mean, Durgus has already got already rocking nearly. Oh, he just lost.
Yeah, I did see what you meant there. He did have quite a bit until he lost a chunk of it to Asarius there.
Oh, we're seeing a little bit of a trap on the left as well. Tone kind of a little bit stuck here against the.
Nice. Tony's quite a distance from his allies.
Yeah.
Meaning if he gets in trouble, there won't really be anyone available to help him because they're too busy elsewhere.
Yeah. Enfeeble and Confuse, it's not the best, to be honest. It's an amazing combo, but they enfeeble Tone and then confuse Deity, and it is really what you're going to do is you're going to get the enfeeble around all three of them and then confuse all three, and then it's game over. But it was a bit of a waste, I'd say. Maybe they could have waited for them to huddle up together and do it that way, but it's an earthquake.
Coincidentally, as soon as you say that, Dreadwings lose 2 stock, one after the other.
Yeah, Deity can bring this back though.
I can see go on my screen here, Tommy did fire something off towards the core. Oh, that was nice. Teacup was about to punish Azazel.
Lord of Arms,
and threw out a hyperdrive to stop.
It likes what Deity was going to go for the Lord of Arms, but smart play, but unfortunately did get punished in response to that just as it came out. So really good play by both teams there to help each other out when needed.
Okay. So all of the blue team have taken some HP damage, while the red team is mostly healthy still. Azazel's taking damage, but he's regenning as we speak. Yeah,
he's been really smart actually. He did a HP regen, then ran back a little bit towards Accurus just to have the big body in front of him.
Yeah, to give himself a chance to regain some HP.
Yeah, definitely. Really smart idea. And now Azazel's not looking too bad, actually. He's got the damage that he needs. The HP that he needs to kind of survive a couple of attacks is needed. Tone as well, just to note there, he's actually mastered all of his jobs, which is quite nice. So he's a threat. Massive threat. Azazel did also get hit by Lord of Arms there as well and did get knocked down, which has put him back down to 374 health. He does get off of HP regen, but he's still, it's going to build up over time and it's not going to give him too much at the end of it. So really be a little bit careful here. He is running in towards Deity with a Shining Wave.
I know, I was just about to say. Here comes another one.
Oh, Azazel, you got a bit too greedy there, my dude. And Accurus as well. He's a potential.
He's dead.
Yep. Azazel, he ran in, chucked out Shining Wave, got punished with Lord of Arms, and dodged into it as well. He mistimed his dodge. I can't really agree with that kind of play, to be honest. I get what Azazel was going for. He thought that Deity was kind of preoccupied, but Deity had his number and punished him. But again, it's coming really close. They've managed to bring back the stocks to each to each team. They've also managed to kind of make their HPs known amongst each other and see who is running what and how they run it. So honestly, it's the kind of loss that Royal Knights can take and not feel like it was a complete loss. Like they've at least learned something from it. At least I feel from that. So I think Azazel realised, oh damn, mad respect to that Lord of Arms, yo. So this is the third match now, I think it is.
Well, it was, but there was too much lag There was too much
Oh,
lag
okay.
in that match. I don't know how bad you noticed, but it was quite persistent. So we're redoing.
Yeah, I noticed a little bit there, but I wasn't too sure much I'd factor into it. But yeah, in that case, it won't actually count then. So still, for what I saw, generally really solid. It was just generally solid between both teams. It was surprising that. So I was going to double check the blue team. Blue team was the Dreadwings. Surprising to see they didn't actually build up that much summoning meter. I noticed that towards the end of it, just the chaos came out. I mean, fair enough, they still won, but they really didn't build up that much summoning meter. Quite interesting, honestly. Fair amount of HP attacks that went off there as well. I really have to reiterate this point. Teacup also goes by the name of 13th Deity, the Firion. I would easily say one of the best supporting characters who I would say when it comes to if you want to see a player that will be like, hey, you know what, that's cool. There's a few people like J Rush Rockstar is another one as well with his Tidus. They're the kind of people that will be like, I like playing these characters, but I'm also completely content with kind of sitting back and waiting for the opportunity to strike. I don't need to be out in the front. Fair enough, I'm playing Fear and the Vanguard, but I'm perfectly content with just staying back, giving you the support when needed, because 13th Deity always stayed with Durgus. 13th Deity also said, I've chucked out my neutral bravery combo. When you get the chance, quickly jump in and go for the HP kill, which is what we saw with 13th Deity, and then with the combo of Monolith Beam as well. Like, it's one of the few players I can think of in the EU League, or just City in general, a tournament player that will be like, that's fine, I don't mind sitting back and being your support character. I mean, if we look at 13th now, you can already see he's kind of just sitting back, not really doing much fishing for an opening, staying back, looking for the point at which one of their teammates may get into a little bit of spot of trouble and helping out when needed, using the long range. But you can see there's barely any distance between 4, 5, and 6. They stick with each other, and 13th Deity is a perfect example of how you should be a support character in a game, even if you are playing a Vanguard. So I like that. I like seeing that type of play as well. And it also goes to show that when you have a person like that on standby all the time, it can actually pay off because it got them the win as well. And a stock. Really nice stuff as well.
Okay.
What we're also seeing here is... sorry, what was going to
No, I was just thinking, once again, the core was up and Raw Knights all over it.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, they just swarms to that thing, like, like bees to honey, like, let's grab that, we need it. And they've taken that sweet, sweet nectar to get some really big summon engage already. Wow, that's... we're now seeing double Shiva. Maybe Ifrit's not quite doing it for the teams, but it's looking like they're going to get a Shiva quite soon. With Tommy also at 3.7k bravery.
We also, it was slightly off camera for me and myself, but we did see another Garland hold Shining Wave combo used on Tone, and there we go, there goes the summon.
Okay, it's actually not too bad this stage, because it's so open. Shiva, she's effective regardless, but on a big open stage you've got room to run and sprint, and honestly, you don't have to respect Shiva too much on a stage like this, where it's going to be very centralized and focused as to where she attacks and how she attacks. So, as long as you can run and sprint and play the lane game in this, you should be alright against Shiva. Seeing Azazel shock out Shining Wave.
Yep,
Hyperdrive. Oh!
And it lands. I wonder whether Tone may have been out of dash gauge. It seemed to drop quite randomly.
That's a fair point.
Dash gauge.
Yeah.
Oh, a Shining Wave is fired and it lands on Teacup. A nice Shining Wave, and then Azazel changed target straight away. This is what he seems to do, to keep an eye on his surroundings.
Oh, that was close. I think Azazel times it perfectly there as well, because your standard dash gauge for all characters lasts for about 5 seconds or so, and it looks like what Azazel did was he timed it to about 4 seconds and then chucked out Shining Wave, and it just about missed because Dogustin actually went for a dodge afterwards. But smart timing from Azazel with his Shining Waves, and he is going ham with those things at the moment.
Another nicely timed Shining Wave as well. The great thing about it, Garland has got someone in a hold, and there goes the follow-up Hyperdrive, and Teacup. I don't know, 13th Deity is down.
Lovely combo from Azazel to notice that as well. Shining Wave comes out again. Really, really nice combo from Azazel. I love that, what he just did there, in combination with Accurus.
Aye.
Incap. Oh,
Against sort of
unfortunately.
a combo from Deity and Durgis, who are sticking together.
Yeah. Like Acurus woke up and was like, okay, I need to quickly get out of here. But because of the startup frames of Dash, he just got caught in Monolith Beam because Monolith Beam is very quick. This is a potential KO here. Slam dunk. Yep.
Oh,
there we go.
Also,
Slam
I
dunk.
did spot just off camera as well. Tommy was surrounded in the corner and he used teleport to get out.
Yeah.
Quite
Teleport
confident.
is probably I'd say mandatory for a marksman almost.
I think I use it on all of my marksmen as well. Yeah, it's one of their greatest for protection. I say self-defense tool, but it's their escape plan, I suppose.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah. It's the kind of thing that, like, so just to give a quick explanation on teleport, basically, it's regardless of how far you are on the stage to the person you're looking at, I think it's next frame startup, so it's pretty much instant. As soon as you activate teleport, you will become invincible for, I think, a second. And I don't know the actual frame data itself, but I think it's I'd say 40 or so seconds of invincibility frames, to which you start up the animation, then you teleport to the opponent, and then you've got your recovery animation, which is also the same, just under a second, which is also completely invincible as well. So it's a perfect escape move because you will teleport to anyone on the stage regardless of how far they are. And on a stage like Besaid Island, which is one of the biggest stages, you can go from one end of the map to the other as long as you're looking at them, and also be invincible on startup and on recovery as well. So it's quite hard to punish, surprisingly, despite the animation. But as a marksman, because marksmen generally have very low defensive capabilities, so you've got characters like Y'shtola and Artemisia who have Shockwave Pulsar, Holy and Shockwave Pulsar respectively. Those are like your defensive options, and maybe some traps, but nothing like you can't chuck out a projectile up close. It just doesn't really work. You're going to most likely get out poised or punished. So teleport gives the marksman the ability to escape, but then you're also at the whims of having to wait a minute for the recharge time as well. So it's and it also uses up an EX skill as well, which you could probably use for something else. So it's good. It's good to help you out, especially against characters with such low defense. I'm seeing the same stuff again as well. Same characters, same stats.
Oh no,
Oh, no.
Shanks is here now with a Ramza.
Ramsey, yeah.
I have not seen him use Ramza.
Yeah, I wonder what Shanks has got. He's got Earthrender as
I
well.
won't lie. Oh, I wonder how this will go. I've only ever seen him. I've only ever seen him use Tidus, and I know he was using Kuja, so he could
Ace
learn
as well.
Patience.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll see what Shanks is going to give this. It's the kind of thing where I'm thinking about. We've got Tone now sitting on the benches, watching his teammates. But what is it that Shanks is going to bring to this game that Tone and
that was I'm sorry. That was nice. The core came up. This time it was the Dreadwings that went for it. Garland went over and attacked the 13th deity as she was attacking the crystal core.
Oh man, that was really smart. I saw it from a side angle, but didn't quite see it from your angle. So
at first I thought he was going to attack the core himself, but he took the opportunity to attack the immobile figure, and he couldn't move because he was attacking.
Yeah, catching him when you think you're safe because you're doing an attack. Next thing you know, you get punished.
Oh, Akora's just appeared right in front of the Royal Knights. Perfect opportunity to scoop up some more summoning points. The 13th deity is nearly down.
Yeah, but because 13th plays again so close to her teammates, generally should be okay. But it's something's going to slip through eventually, and as you just said,
Asiaris is doing a great job at catching her when she can't move due to attack animations.
Yeah. Durgis does take a massive HP attack right there as well, unfortunately, so that does put him down to 741 health. Although, confused as well. This is a KO. There's a potential KO. Confuse. That is amazing.
Whoa. I thought
days.
was in trouble there, but no, Asiaris was there to help.
Oh my days, that was crazy. I have to give so much respect to Take Up Deity, because recognised Ace just got confused. Potential KO, ran in and stopped Azazel and Accurus from doing everything. They ran in and just chucked out the bravery attacks, and it stopped. It saved a teammate. That is such a crucial gameplay. I can't stress like what an amazing player, support player that Deity is. Like it's a perfect example of I'll sit back and wait, and does it every single time. Saved a teammate, saved a stock.
A holy chain has been used, hitting the Shanks and the Ace. During that, Ace got killed.
Oh, that's a shame. Oh, that's a shame. Deity managed to build up enough bravery to get a kill, so went for Accurus, who was playing Accurus the Garland. Went for a full bravery combo, about to get a wall splat, but unfortunately just got hit, and then Ramza got KO'd in the end. That's a shame. I know that Deity's going to be kicking himself about that.
It's another win for Royal Knights as we're about to go into the last match.
Yeah, I give so much respect to 13th Deity. I know I've said it a million times already, but I love seeing that kind of person because I can't really think of anyone else who's like that, who is willing to just sit back and just be the support and is always on standby to help you get the KO combo. So yeah, it's my personal MVP just because of the amount of support that character gives. And again, like save to stock, fair enough. Ace did get KO'd afterwards, but it's that level of support that we need to see more of, and it really helps out people like Durgius and WB Shanks and even Tone. It's the kind of thing that can push a team even farther when you're about to attack. Say you're about to attack one of the members of the Dreadwings. Next thing you've got Furion at your butt. So, you know, how do you kind of respond to that? You don't. You have to respect it and realize that they've always got that person on standby. It is important though to when you think about it, where if you do instead target Deity, that could actually make the team fall apart. They have no backup. You know, if Deity gets taken out, as we saw in the very beginning of the match, is the team able to cope without a character on standby to help them out when needed? You know, and you know, while again, not to lessen the play of Tone, Acer, and Shanks as well. Like they're all very, very skilled players. But it's how much do they rely on a character and a support character on their in their team doing that kind of helping them out like that. It's the kind of thing that can make and break a team. It can be the point at which a team completely falls apart if you lose that. And again, I don't think they overly rely on it, but I do think it is a massive factor in their team. And I've seen it a million times in the scrims as well. So we'll see if they manage to adjust to this, because at this point, on a large stage, I think a stage like that is really in favour of the Dreadwings, but the Royal Knights just played so fundamentally solid that maybe I think they did kind of break through the kind of crux and the support that the Dreadwings rely on. So yeah, let's see what they'll be bringing up with next. I think another big thing as well, WB Shanks jumping in with Ramza. I wonder what they were looking to plan to do with that kind of play.
Yeah, he was using Earthrender as well.
Yeah.
Maybe... were they looking just for a wave attack? Although I suppose they had Lord of Arms, didn't they? I mean, they had Lord of Arms on 13th Deity, but her main role here doesn't seem to be landing the HP attacks, is it? It's more about the setups.
Yeah. And then if you get too close, call Lord of Arms.
Yeah.
So, alright, call your name, Lord of Arms. And then just got KOs with it as well. Like I said, we saw the KO on Rabasant. What's the root of that stage? I forgot, the big one. But, what was it called? Rabasante? If we get it, I'll be like, oh, Nash Outskirts.
Which one? Do you mean the city one?
Yeah, the city of
Rabanasta.
Rabanasta, that's the one. Yeah, I can pronounce it.
Okay.
Yeah, so we've seen Lord of Arms get some mileage out of it, but it's not the factor of that character. Similar stage now though, Nash Outskirts. Quite very open arena, three different levels of heights in terms of grounded mobility. Already going for a really nice team composition here. Again, if you look at the minimap, they're all grouped to each other. They're all playing a really nice support role, picking and choosing which one they want to be targeting, which one they want to take out, which one they think is going to be the problem as well. But now all the teams are kind of divided up. They're looking for an opening. It looks like both teams have actually tried to find the opening and they're going to go for it. And it looks like they got it as well. Yeah, the Space Jam.
13th deity was in the middle of a. Oh, I was going to say she was in the middle of a hold, but then a brave attack from Kefka interrupted her. But Ramses still managed to hit Azazel with I can't pronounce it. Innovate.
Yeah, Innovate. Yeah, that's it.
Which does inflict some debuffs, as you can see, for a brief period after it lands.
Mm.
Okay, so the red team have taken some damage. Dirges is quite low.
Yeah, 508 health, which is quite worrying. Same with Azazel is at 965, so he's default bravery potentially the point at which he can get KO'd. A nice HP regen to fix that, but instead they go for Mighty Strikes.
Fix it nicely. Oh, Vance has got a shout off.
Yeah.
Well, he also had Galvanize on his teammate. I didn't quite notice that. All Fire RF.
Oh, yeah, I was about to say Fire RF.
Hyperdrive
Okay.
just missed Dirges in the air there.
That was close. I can tell he was tense right there. It's like, oh god, get away!
A nice dispel has been used on the Dreadwings.
Bravery content as well.
Although they've chucked on some more buffs to make up for it. Synergy summon once again.
Shiva Synergy Summon, the Triple S. Let's go. Let's see if they can actually now push something for this, because it's pretty close, to be honest. And we're already at 2 minutes in, basically. Fire RF though, interesting. Maybe Durgius really wants to get the just wants projectiles at a range that are gonna do a lot of damage, and you can charge that move as well. It looks like they're trying to find a way around Shiva.
Have you noticed that for a moment there, the Royal Knight had pushed the Dreadwings up against that wall?
I've just noticed it now you said it. Yeah, it's
against the wall. They tried to escape to the across the side of the wall, but the Royal Knights followed, which ultimately led to a KO, a dunk.
A really smart KO as well, because they got blinded. Was it? Yeah, they got blinded. Yeah. So Shiva blinds and KO.
Fire RF coming out that he hasn't managed to land a hit yet.
Azazel was.
Archers had Fire RF and the Lord of Harms after him then.
Alright, Deity needs to try and get out the corner. Give herself a little bit of breathing space. Yeah, there we go.
There it goes.
Very smart. Azazel was bleeding. He could only run for so long.
He lasted a very long time on low health. To be
yeah. We're looking quite even now as well. Again, like we're a minute and 43 left. They're both pretty much the same amount.
Oh, crashing down.
Oh, come on and slam him. Welcome to the jam. He's taken enough of the HP attack. It's gonna be make a pretty big dent in the red team. So he's coming in for the support though.
Oh, that was nice. And Azazel used the dash attack, which with like shields during to go through 13 Deity's attack.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. I've not seen that before. Really smart play.
Looking at it now, I think he might have been waiting for the perfect moment to do it. He hesitated for just a second before. Okay, Dirge has. Oh god, I realised Dirge just has a massive amount of brave.
Yeah, it's close. It's close. I mean, Durgius can get the kill, but so can Azazel as well. And I know Azazel's going for it. He's been following that. He's been following WB the whole time. Oh, he's switching. He thinks he's got someone.
You can smell
be a bit,
going for the kill.
Be a bit careful. Oh. Yeah, he is hungry. He dashed. He dashed.
Just a second too.
Yeah.
A second too early.
So what happened there was that Durgius, with the Fire RF this time, you can hold it in, and when you hold it in as well, obviously it kind of throws a lot of people off. And I think Azazel thought it would be just a quick short one, but he dodged, and then it came out, and he just I know Azazel's kicking himself for that because he had a fair amount of bravery to get balance his holding out.
He was very close to a good couple of kills there. So now there's a Shiva out, I think. Not on the Royal Knight side, so they're gonna have to watch out for her ice attacks now.
Yep.
Tommy has got enough brave to kill.
Durgius can do it. He can be the factor, the point at which he gets. He does get an enfeeble off, so this means Azazel is most likely going to get hit by the spike.
Oh, a nice use of teleport on Tommy.
Oh! Yeah.
Nice use of, there was a nice use of teleport on Tommy to avoid Shiva's diamond dust.
Oh, nice. I never really thought of that, to be honest. Yeah.
I normally do that with Ultimecia.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I wouldn't have actually thought that myself.
Assuming I haven't had to use teleport to save myself earlier.
Yeah, that too. That was good. Really, really smart play. It was the ace.
Who was the ace? Duggius
Duggius,
flew
yeah.
over the top of Azazel and enfeebled him just as the the icicle spears were about to come out, and then he was just stuck at that point. You can dodge the icicle spears while enfeebled. I've actually managed to time it. I need to make a video of it at some point. It's like dodging the blue shell of Mario
If you time
Kart.
it well enough, then yes, you can dodge it. I mean, I've never done it because I ain't quite that. I must not be quite that good, but you can. If your timing's right, you can dodge that. There's one final hit at the end of it, isn't it? That determines whether you're going to get caught up in it or not. If you dodge at the right time, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Okay, so that is actually it for tonight. Thank you everyone for joining. There's been we had a few, I don't know if unfortunate is the right word, but there are a few moments there we had to redo some matches. We haven't had to do that normally often in the league, but as I say, it does show that we don't accept horribly laggy matches, and we are quite firm on that. So, now that is over, let's have a look and see the
brackets and places.
It looks as if one of the matches hasn't been updated yet, but I do think, Darth Scrubs did win against NGI 5-0 based on the Discord chatter, so let's update that. That will then update the brackets as well to what it should be. The standings even, I should say, not the brackets. Don't I'm talking about. Okay. So in first place we still have Celestial Sphere with 47 points. Raw Knights are still in second place with 38 points. The Astral Knights are in third place. Z Fighters are in fourth place. Kakulimane are in fifth place. They're all very close to each other in terms of points. Dreadwings are in sixth place again, quite close. There's a big chunk of teams that are so close to each other. Whenever these teams meet, it's going to move around quite a bit, depending on who wins and who loses. NGI currently have 3 points and are 8th. Okay, so I would like to drop a few links in the Twitch chat, which I must confess I have neglected tonight. I do apologise.
It's fine. I've actually been covering that myself.
Oh, you've been on it. That's great. Oh yeah, we've seen some commentary in some Astral Fawns. Some of Astral Fawns and their fans were here. Godsfield, sup? How long did you message that? About half an hour ago. So I do want to drop in a invite to the Discord for those who may be watching. It is something that I do like to do at the end of these streams. I also do want to put in a link to the bracket so people can see themselves. So if you want to join the EU Discord, it is EU Discord I should say, as opposed to EU League Discord. You haven't got to be in the league obviously to take part. You haven't even got to be EU. International friends are welcome to join. Let's also drop in a link to the standings as they currently stand, as you can have a look. So you can have a look yourself. By doing these, what's it been like for you, Coders? You're normally in lobby 1. This is your first time over here with me in lobby 2.
Yeah.
So how have you seen some teams play tonight that you don't normally get to see?
Yes, actually. There was that one team in particular, which was, funny enough, is Z-Fires. I've not really seen them that much. Same can be said for the Dreadwings as well. Again, it's the only reason why it's like I could kind of know them is because we play in the scrims. After coming from work, everyone's up in the lobbies playing, so I kind of know them from that. But in terms of actual the teams, I've generally not been with them that much, to be honest. Yeah. I've been with Team Keku the most, funnily enough, and
I've been with them quite a bit as well. I think in the first round they were in the lobby 2 twice. They were in lobby 2 twice there as well. So yeah, I do have a strange affinity for them. Almost.
Yeah, I think it's like Team Keku, Celestial, and Darth Noobs. I've been with the most, and NGI as well. and then Z Fighters and Royal Knights have and the Dreadwings I haven't really been watching much. But again, it's because we all know each other, so we know the characters and how they play and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, in terms of teams, yeah, I'd probably say it's those guys I've not really been watching too much. But it's good to see how far those guys have come, especially. Funny enough, Azazel, who I talk to a lot, but I haven't really seen his team at all throughout the whole of the league. So to be able to commentate on his tournament is actually quite nice and see how he's been doing.
You mentioned briefly about seeing people improve. What I loved is I love seeing all these players who I've seen in the league matches and who I play in the daily lobbies, using different characters.
Yeah.
Like as you say, Azazel, for example, Assassin Master. He's got 2 assassins to crystal rank. That's his role. Yeah, he's now using a Vanguard to good effect. Players are evolving and changing. Shank's using Ramza. I've only ever seen him use Tidus, really.
Yeah, or like
things like that.
Like Met, I was expecting Omniblock X-Def, but no, we've got the Vanguard herself, Cloud of Darkness, but with using all three different versions of Wide Erica. Confused. Particle Beam. There we go. And anti-air particle beam.
I'm sure. Also used diffusion once, I think, on one of the small maps. Although I don't know how much of it we saw during it. But yeah, also making good use of the HP attack you can get with the X skill active. Got a couple of kills with that.
Yeah. The other one as well. Oyster Shop's using Kuja. Didn't really expect that.
Yeah, I haven't. I'm trying to think, who do I normally see Oyster use? I don't think I've seen Oyster too much in lobbies recently.
I was commentating his team most of 7 and 8 those rounds, and he was really solid. Again, I really repped his Ace. I was expecting to see Ace.
Yeah.
He was a highlight for me when it came to the last tournament, which is why he got the Almighty Chocobo, because his just support role with Ace was just so solid and so fun to watch. I'm surprised he didn't run it this time, but they did really well anyway. So at the end of the day,
yeah, another one that comes to mind. You mentioned Oyster Shop's Ninzard not using Garland.
Yeah, no Garland.
That's the first time I haven't seen him use Garland in a league match.
Going for Onion Knight as well and committing to it.
Yeah, so I see using him as a marksman naturally, Sage.
I think Enkwolf as well. Halfway through the tournament, goes from his main Lightning to Cloud.
Yes, Cloud. He used Cloud a lot against Astral Thorns. So that's something I quite like seeing. I'm saying this as we're in the second half of the league now. There are only 2 more events such as this, and then the first season is done. I honestly can't believe how far it's gone. It seems like yesterday we just started the thing. On the subject of that, the next rounds take place, 11 and 12, take place on the 15th of June, 2 weeks today.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, 7 PM BST, 8 PM CET.
That's cool.
So, have you anything else to add, my friend?
Yeah, I mean, like it's been great. Happy to jump in on this chat with you, Spearkle. I'm exhausted. I'm so hungry on my day. There's only some food right now.
Oh yes, because you literally came in from work and pretty much went straight on. From what I remember, it was nice to commentate alongside you. First time we have. Well, it's a lot better than being on my own, like I was last time. so yeah, that was alright. Okay, so we need to let this man eat, guys. Let's not keep him any longer. I'll say goodbye now.
If you're interested as well, definitely check out I've just started a YouTube channel as well, Dissidia NT Taz. I can post it, but it's dedicated just to put out Dissidia content for everyone now. Like I've just done one for tournaments and stuff, but if you guys are interested, I'd love to see the community in there as well. And I'll be on Dissidia non-stop this month. Oh, crazy, but yeah, that's kind of me.
Aren't you?
Yeah.
We ain't going to be able to escape you, are we? Not that we want to.
No, I'm glad to be back in it. I had a little bit of a break.
Okay, then. So thanks everyone for joining. Use the links in the chat if you want to join the Discord. We do lobbies. Sometimes we do them 3 times a day. We have Italian players who do a morning lobby. Shanks does an afternoon lobby, and I sometimes do an evening lobby. So you'll always have people to play with.
Mhm.
So again, there's nothing more to be said. Thank you once again for joining us.
Mhm.
I'll let Cody say goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone. Whoop, whoop.